Well, good evening and welcome to Harrison here at Garrison Stadium. I'm JB Brazil alongside me, Matt McJunkins. Matt, how are you?
Doing great, JB. How you doing, my man?
Well, I'm about to find out. I'm doing well. I'm real anxious about the game tonight. You know, Harrison's a good football team.
They sure
They
are.
have one loss on the year to Farmington in a game that really, Harrison had in control for most of the game. Farmington came back and won that one.
35-10 at the half. You end up losing that game 36-35. So it's one of those deals where if they play it 10 times again, I'd pick Harrison all 10 times, to be honest with you.
Harrison is picked to finish first in the conference. Right now they're tied for second place. Greenbrier's picked to finish third. They're tied for first with Valonia.
That's right.
I tell you, Valonia's been looking good. So is our Panthers, though.
A lot of offense.
They're going to have their hands full tonight, though, against a really good Harrison Goblin team. These Golden Goblins, I'll tell you, Matt, they're down a few guys tonight, some key guys as well. Greenbrier's going to have to still play good football to win. They're on the road against a rowdy Harrison crowd.
Certainly.
It's going to be a fun night of conference play.
Yeah, it is. You know, they've got a couple of their big-time players. I think their leading tackler / leading rusher. And then also their one of their best receivers is out. You know, we're missing Jeremy Parker. I think he's going to be probably out for the year. I think that's probably what they've decided, which I hate to see that especially for a senior and a kid that's so good and loves to play so much. But we've got some other guys that are going to try to fill that spot, and I think we got guys that can do it. So,
well, I'll tell you, Matt, we're about 18 and a half minutes away from kickoff here in Goblin Country. You know, Greenbrier's 5-0 on the year, 2-0 in conference play. They won on the road at BB to begin the season, 45-17. Beat Batesville just around the same score, 44-10. They had a really close game. The closest one of the year thus far was against Arkadelphia. That game finished in a 55-47 score. Then they beat Morrilton to begin conference play 48-14 2 weeks ago. Last week, beat Clarksville after the lightning delay 34-13. Really, like I said, Arkadelphia has been the closest game they've had thus far. But without a doubt, tonight is going to be the toughest matchup that Greenbrier's had to face thus far. And right there in the thick of conference play, Matt, Harrison is going to be really tough.
It's going to be a heck of a game. You know, this Harrison team's lost one conference game in the last 3.5 years. It's going to be a tough one. You know, last year was a tough game. We really had a good chance to beat them there at the end and just couldn't come up with the last touchdown. But I think this year, I think everything lines up for us to have a great opportunity this year.
Certainly, Matt. You know, looking at Harrison, they're coached by Joel Wells. He's 54-17 all-time here at Harrison. Harrison returns 12 starters from a year ago, 4 on the offensive side, Matt, 8 on the defensive side. That's going to be a big plus for them, but I tell you, it's going to be real tough to slow down this Greenbrier offense.
It is. You know, I think it's going to be one of those things where it's going to be who can force a turnover or who can get a key stop, you know, at the right time.
Sure.
You know, because I think both these offenses are going to be able to score. I honestly don't think that there's a defense in 5A outside of, you know,
Whitehall,
PA, you know, that can slow. I don't think PA can stop us. You know, to beat a Greenbrier team like this, you got to keep their offense off the field. And
sure
I don't think anybody can slow us up to keep us from scoring.
Well, I'll tell you, Matt, I've said this from the beginning. This is a special year. Greenbrier's got a lot of good talent, a lot of skill guys, obviously with moving up to 6A next year. This is going to be the year for a big run. They've put together a great season thus far. But, again, we've said it, and we're going to say it all night long. Harrison's going to be tough. It's going to be the toughest matchup they've had all year. It's on the road. That doesn't make it any easier. But we're excited. It's going to be a fun night of football. Really, it could go any way. I mean, you know, looking at the picks from a lot of the well-known
let me pull some of those
places.
up.
Yeah.
I forgot to do that.
Yeah, no worries. Well, it just goes to show that really it's kind of a toss-up as far as who people think. Obviously, I think we're going to win. But it doesn't really matter what I think. It's what happens out there on the field.
Let me look right down here.
And we just want to thank you guys for joining us into this broadcast.
I got it. All right, so this is across the state, some picks. Arkansas Democrat Gazette has Greenbrier by 2. Not a shocker. They've kind of been behind us. They're kind of the only, paper / publication that's been behind us this year. They've got us ranked as 3rd. Fearless Friday has Harrison picked. Then some of the Arkansas Democrat people, I guess that they have picking. Two of them have Harrison. Well, actually, four of them have Harrison, and one of them has Greenbrier. Matt Wilcox and Matt McJunkins from Between the Mats podcast have Greenbrier by 10. Eric King and J.R. Runyon, who do the Conway Wampus Cats broadcast, they both pick Greenbrier. And Hootens.com, Barry Grooms picks Harrison. Going to go with Harrison by 3.
I tell you, it's going to be again, a tough night, a challenging night, but a fun night of conference play. Harrison, just historically over the past few years, you mentioned it earlier, Matt. They're just a dominant team in conference play. First loss in 3 years in conference play. They're good, and they're going to be the same tonight. Sure, they're down a couple of guys, but they are really, really going to be tough. A couple of key guys to watch out for them. Their quarterback, Logan Plumlee. He's 77 for 127 passes this year for 1,165 yards. He's thrown 15 touchdown passes, but he's thrown it away. 3 interceptions on the year. Compared to Cooper Wilcox, he hasn't thrown a pick yet this year.
He has not.
He puts up similar numbers, from a week ago heading into the game against Clarksville. Cooper was 31 of 56 for 618 yards, but 8 touchdowns and no interceptions.
Yeah, and the thing about Cooper is that you have to respect him running the football because he's just as deadly running the football against you as he is throwing it. I mean, he's a great passer, but he at any time he could pop it out, turn it wide, and he's so hard to tackle. He's very side to side, very shifty, and makes a lot of people miss. And he's tough to bring down. Just like a lot of our running backs. I mean, you take Nick Hewitt. We've really been impressed with Eli Weaver's ability to not be tackled.
Sure.
We knew he was fast.
Sure.
We knew he could get the edge. He's hard to tackle.
Certainly.
Dawson Spencer's been running the ball really well this year.
And that's a good point. Our offense, we've said this in many broadcasts, it really comes down is the defense. We've seen a lot of question marks on the defensive side of the ball. If our defense can really just seal up a lot of holes, play good coverage in the secondary, and stop the run, they're going to be able to beat anybody. It's the defense, I think that's when it comes down to. Harrison's in a similar situation.
Occasionally we get beat on the long ball, and when we do, it's clear that somebody missed an assignment. I mean, it's somebody's wide open. Where we've got to be really careful is up front. Losing Jeremy, that's a big loss. We're losing a lot of weight we're losing 40 pounds right there up in the front line. If we get gashed up front, we have a tendency to give up yardage, and it allows those those drives to be extended, keeping our offense off the field, dragging it out. If we can go in, we can get 3 and outs, get the ball, we're going to be in great shape.
No doubt about it. Both of these teams really run a lot of similar offense in their defense. Harrison runs more of a 3-4 defense on their front side, and then they run the spread like us on the offensive side. It's going to be a sling, and I expect a high-scoring game tonight, Matt. It makes for a lot of fun. When teams are scoring, it's a lot of fun. Obviously, you've talked about Whitehall and their defense against Little Rock Christian and some of the other teams that they've played. But I'll tell you, low-scoring games are fun if you're winning, but I'll tell you, these high-scoring games are what a lot of people like to watch.
It's fun. It's fun from the stands, from the TV, from the couch, from the recliner, but it drives coaches crazy.
It sure does. I know, that's I think what, we look at this game coming up against Harrison. They're a good football team, Matt. It's really going to come down to, you talked about that key stop, that key turnover. I really think whoever has the most turnovers is going to lose the game tonight.
I think that's very, very possibly true. And I think, you circle 2 for sure games on our conference schedule this year, maybe 3 if you throw Farmington in there. But Harrison and Valonia, 2 teams that if you're going to have a chance to win this conference, you have to show up big to play.
Well, again, looking at Harrison's roster, Plumlee, like I said, thrown for over 1,100 yards, 15 touchdowns. That's a lot of passing touchdowns.
Yeah.
They're a heavy pass offense. Their top running back is out, so you got to imagine they're going to be going to the air quite a bit.
They're going to want to. I think their preference would be to be able to run the ball. Everybody's would.
Sure.
But, they're going to try to throw the ball on us. Here's the deal. People look at the stats from Logan Plumlee, from Austin Myers over in Valonia, and if this pass-heavy offenses where they throw the ball 80+% of the time, the stats are flashy and look good. But I would take what we have with Cooper in our offense,
sure,
balanced out to where you can run it and throw it
Sure.
all day long before I'll take a pass-only offense.
Well, again, just kind of looking ahead to the game here, I'm telling you, Matt, with Gillum out, he's the top running back. You got to imagine that they're going to be going to the air just an awful lot tonight. It's going to be a battle to see if our secondary and our linebackers can make plays in the open field, because they're going to the air quite a bit.
Well, and biggest thing is we've got to get pressure on the quarterback. If you don't get pressure on the quarterback, it doesn't matter how many people you put back there.
Sure.
I mean, somebody's going to get open.
Without a doubt. Well, I tell you, Matt, we are getting closer to kickoff.
Yeah, I think we need to run some commercials, don't we?
Just under 10 minutes. When we come back, we'll wrap up the pregame. We'll get ready for kickoff. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Use First Security. Banking is just the beginning. Here, we take care of each other, making the community we all share even stronger. So people in Arkansas can build a life, buy a home, run a business, and more. Strength in numbers and neighbors. It's another way First Security helps Arkansas bank better. And it's why you should call on us today. First Security. Bank better.
Insurance policies can be confusing. Oftentimes you settle for the minimum coverage required without considering what truly needs to be protected. At American Safeguard Insurance, our job is to make sure you understand exactly what you need. We'll help protect your assets and get you the best price, so you have peace of mind when it matters most. Whether it's actively looking for savings or gaps in coverage, we forge personal relationships necessary to give you confidence that you're covered no matter what the situation. Don't wait for the worst-case scenario to find out if you're covered. Experience more coverage, more savings, and more service with American Safeguard Insurance.
What do you do when you have electrical problems? Need new electrical installation? Or need to add security and datacom to your home or office? I tell you what I do. I call Greenbrier Electric Security and Datacom, a family-owned and ran business with over 70 years combined experience, specializing in residential, commercial, and industrial service. No matter the job, how big or small, just give them a call at 501-679-3393. Graham Brothers Electric Security and Datacom. They'll keep the lights on.
Hello, this is Freeman Collier with Collier Roofing, right here in Greenbrier, Arkansas. We are a master certified roofing company. We do shingle roofing, metal roofing, and seamless gutters. If there's a project you have coming up, please call us at 501-733-5163. Go Panthers!
Come into Steak and Shake for the original steak burger, steak burgers, and milkshakes. Yep, it's all right there in the name. Steak and Shake. Get them delivered.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank all of our sponsors for their continued support. First Security Bank, American Safeguard Insurance, Graham Brothers Electric Security and Datacom, Steak and Shake, Collier Roofing, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Bleacher Bling, John Simone Bank of England, Chef Lynn's, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Oxygen 8 Hyperbarics, and the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier.
And welcome back here into Harrison here at Garrison Stadium in Harrison, Arkansas.
All right, JB, I got to warn everybody. I'm just going to give them a heads up right now.
Go for it, Matt.
As the color guy, I'm also doing the production.
Uh-oh.
So there's a good chance there's going to be some errors tonight. So if things don't look right, shoot us a text. Most of my friends don't mind letting me know.
Sure.
So, but, yeah, I'm going to be running this production, and it's not something I typically do. So I'm kind of learning as I go, and I think we're going to be fine. But, yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, Matt, you're one of those guys, and I think
here we go.
you could figure it out. People know you. You're a get-her-done kind of a guy. You'll piece it together. I don't expect many errors from you, but if they do come, we'll be gracious, and we'll make sure to let you know about it, too. No, but thank you so much, guys, for joining us here in this broadcast. And really, Matt, we've said this over and over again. I kind of want to hype this up because this really is the biggest matchup that we've had thus far in the season. Arkadelphia was tough, but this is going to be even tougher than that. On the road at the team that's picked to finish first in the conference, as both teams are heading to midfield for the coin toss. I tell you, Matt, it's going to be a fun night, but it is going to be a tough one.
Yeah, I think you're right, JB. It's exciting, kind of getting the pregame jitters here, getting excited about it. Hey, real quick, I want to throw a shout out.
Sure.
To H4 Fireworks. We mentioned them last week, but we did not have the graphics. My man Sean Mathis got us the graphics up so you can see it in the top right of your television and or computer. H4 Graphics, Crockett Hackett, Ryan Hackett. We appreciate you guys, all the support you've given to the Greenbrier Football Booster Club and the team, and we really just want to give you guys a shout-out. So there you go.
Well, there we go. Reed Nixon, Shannon Howard, Josh Robinson, and Dustin Hall are at midfield to handle the coin toss. But I tell you, I'm trying to see what the call was. Did you catch it up there, Matt?
I didn't. Let's run through our real quick before we run out of time. Let's run through our offense and defense.
Sure.
Let's start with the Greenbrier defense.
So we go starting out on the defensive side. In the secondary, you got Shannon Howard and Matthew Bernard. The two cornerbacks are Preston Riddle on the bottom left of your screen and Jackson Harp. And the linebacker core, you got Dawson Spencer, Nick Hewitt, Jacob Mathis, and Eli Weaver. And then three big boys in the front line, Jake Hardgrave, Bryce Allison, and Gabe Rowe looking to wreak some havoc.
Yeah, great job right there, JB. And let's check out the big boys up front on the offensive line.
This is where the game's going to be won.
That's
offensive
right.
line, defensive line. These guys are huge, but the guys that you look and you see, you got Winberry, Hall, Spears, Robinson, and Ruppel. Eli Ruppel manning center, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. These guys are really kind of the make or break of the offense.
Absolutely. And then behind them, we've got the skill guys.
The skill guys, you got obviously the quarterback Cooper Wilcox, the signal caller. Nick Hewitt will be in the backfield with him. You'll probably see a little bit of Dawson Spencer and Eli Weaver as well.
Sure, absolutely.
But the four guys you got, the receivers, guys that make plays. Reed Nixon kind of plays that slot. He's on the bottom left of your screen. Jacob Mathis, kind of more of a tight end. No, you're good. There's back.
Jump the gun there.
And then, of course, Thatcher Strack and Carter McElhenney. Those are the four offensive guys on the receiving core that you're going to see a lot of tonight. And obviously Nick Hewitt in the backfield.
And who are we?
We're GPSN. I'm JB Brazil. Alongside me, Matt McJunkins. Mike Bowen is manning the camera. And you're also Daniel Hillian tonight running the whole production.
I am. Just call me Nathan.
Well, Harrison is on their way on. They just ran out of the Goblin, the inflatable Goblin. They're marching onto the field. Matt, we are about a minute and a half away from kickoff. And I tell you, it's awful quiet up here in this booth. It's soundproof. Can't really hear much out there. But it's getting rowdy.
It is. Hey, before we get this thing kicked off, let's run our sponsors real quick. Run our hype ad to get this thing officially kicked off, and then we'll be back. How about it?
Sounds good. And here we go, Matt. We are back and ready for football. Harrison won the toss. They deferred, and they chose to kick it away. And Thatcher Strack and Carter McElhaney will be back deep to receive the kick from Brock Bardwell of Harrison. He'll set the ball up on the left hash at the 40, and we're just about set up here for the opening kickoff. Bardwell with a little squib kick. It'll be taken at the 16-yard line for Greenbrier. Looks like Jacob Matthews is out across the 40 to the 45-yard line. They'll bring him down around they'll be right around at the 45-yard line.
Wow.
And that's where Greenbrier will set up shop.
Hey, if you'd have told me we're going to get the ball right on the 45 to start this game, I'd have said we'll take that all day long. Great field position.
No kidding. Greenbrier will set up shop here on the opening drive here in Harrison. This is a really big matchup. Greenbrier against Harrison in conference play. And here we go. Shotgun formation for Cooper Wilcox. Empty setback, twins to both the left and right side. Hewitts moves in, back into the backfield. Wilcox, QB keep, no, gives it off to Hewitt. Not a whole lot there for Nick. He'll get about 3 yards to the 48-yard line, but that's about it. And it brings up 2nd down and 7 at their own 48-yard line. Harrison runs a 3-4 front. They are one of those defenses that play a lot. They're very physical at the line of scrimmage. That's where this game's going to be won in the trenches. And 2nd down and 7, Cooper Wilcox getting the signal. Trips to the right side. They got twin receivers split into the boundary. Jacob Mathis moves into motion to the left. Wilcox gets a snap, QB keep. Left side got a hole. Cuts back across midfield. He'll lower his shoulder into Goblin territory at the 48-yard line. He'll be about 3 yards shy, though, of a 1st down, and it brings up 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, good keep right there. Cooper picking up 3 yards. That's about 6 to 7 in 2 carries. 2 plays. Just got to keep the chains going, man.
3rd and 3, trying to get the 1st down. Wilcox gets his snap, looking to pass. Got time, looking right side. Deep, got a man, tipped and caught by Thatcher Strack. He's going to take it to the house. Touchdown, Greenbrier. Just like that, Greenbrier strikes first. The Goblins tipped it right into Strack's hands, and Thatcher gives Greenbrier a 6-0 lead.
Wow, JB. What a catch by Thatcher. Thought it might get picked, tipped up, and then sure enough, Thatcher grabs it out of the air. And, man, what a way to start this football game.
Bradley Turnage will be on to attempt the extra point. The kick is up. The kick is good. Greenbrier with a 7-0 lead here early. 10:48 to play in the opening quarter, and we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors. Well, here we go, Matt. 7-0 Greenbrier. 1:12 off the clock. Just like that. Here in the opening quarter, Greenbrier strikes first. How about it, Matt?
Man, it's one of those plays we were a little bit lucky, a little fortunate because couldn't get his hands on it, tipped it up in the secondary. And then, of course, being able to pull it in, Thatcher being able to pull it in and score. Huge start, though.
Turnage will boot the football away to the left side and out of bounds. Excuse me, that's the right side. That'll be a kick out of bounds penalty. It'll be taken out at the 35-yard line for Harrison, and that's where they will set up shop. So 1st and 10 after a 1:12 opening drive for Greenbrier. It was a great drive, went 55 yards, capped off by a 48-yard touchdown pass to Thatcher Strack. Ball that honestly could have been knocked down, maybe even picked.
Yeah, it was real close.
Caught a break, and Strack took it to the house. Well, here we go. 1st and 10, Harrison at their own 35-yard line. Logan Plumley is the signal caller. They got trips to the left side, and Plumley gets a snap, screen pass into the boundary. He's out across the 35 to the 38-yard line, but he's brought down quickly by Jackson Harp there on the quarterback spot.
Great tackle. Way to bring him down right there in open space.
Dylan Block, he's the leading receiver for the Golden Goblins with the 4-yard reception, and it brings up 2nd down and 6. Plumlee, he'll be in shotgun again, trips again into the boundary with a single setback. Plumlee gets a snap. He'll give it off. Nope, keeps it himself. Tries to get to the edge. Not a whole lot there. As a matter of fact, he'll get a yard to the 40. They'll give him a yard and a half to the in between the 40 and 41, but it'll bring up 3rd down and a long 4.
It looked like he was wanting to maybe throw it right there. Maybe a short little cross route on the left side, and he just kept it. There wasn't anything there.
3rd down and 4. With 9:50 to go, clock rolling in the opening quarter. Greenbrier leads it 7-0. Shotgun, Plumlee, empty setback. Trips to the open side. Gets a snap, looking to pass. Quickly slant, incomplete. Not sure who that was to, and Greenbrier forces a 3-and-out.
Definitely a little confusion there by maybe who was supposed to catch that ball. I think the receiver was not ready for it. And a great job by this defense to start off the game on defense with a 3-and-out.
Logan Plumlee will be back to punt the ball away. He's their QB as well. And we've said it before, Harrison's going to go to the air a lot, but Greenbrier forces the 3-and-out. Carter McElhenney back deep to receive the kick, and he'll let it bounce. It'll take a hit at the 26-yard line and take a goblin roll inside the 20, and they'll down it right around the 16-yard line.
They're going to give him some more yards after they hit it. I guess he didn't see him hit that ball. But, hey, just glad we got the ball right now, huh?
That is exactly right, man. We'll keep it here after the change of possession. 16-yard line, Greenbrier will be a little bit further back than when they started in their opening possession at the 45. This one's at their own 16, but I'll tell you, Greenbrier looked pretty good on that opening drive. Obviously, that big touchdown pass helps a lot. But good to see driving the ball on a 3rd and short, made them pay. So here we go. 2nd drive of the night. Cooper Wilcox.
This Panther offense coming back.
That's one of the keys to the game we talked about. Trips to the right side, a single receiver into the boundary. Now they move Mathis to the left into the boundary. And Wilcox gets a snap, fakes the handoff, slant over the middle to Strack. He's got across the 25 to the 26-yard line. That's going to be enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like it's going to move that chain, and as long as we can keep that chain moving, man, we're going to be doing well.
They'll give him the 27-yard line. Good spot, and it's 1st and 10 for the Panthers. And Cooper Wilcox looks to the sideline to get the signal. Twins will be split to the left side. Right side will be a single receiver and a single setback. They move Strack to the right side. Wilcox, pistol formation, gets the snap. Handoff up the middle. Hewitt got room. Across the 30, 35. They'll down him at the 37-yard line. That looks like enough to be another 1st down, depending on where the spot is. It's going to be close.
Little short, I think, isn't it?
Well, it's just so hard to – nope, that's enough for to move the chains again. Another 1st down on a 10-yard carry from Hewitt. It's 1st and 10 again at the 37-yard line. Wilcox tried to draw the hard count. Now he looks to the sideline to get another signal. Twins to both the left and right sides.
Okay, here we go. We're good.
Wilcox passing to the left side. Got a man open. Complete to McElhenney. The 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Greenbrier. 63 yards on the route to the left side, and Greenbrier's up 13-0.
Wow, Carter ran that route, and he was wide open, man. That corner kind of jumped a little bit like he might be thinking run, and Carter – great pass, by the way, from Coop there, and Carter just hit him right in the numbers. Of course, when he gets the ball in open field, he ain't getting caught.
Turnage with the extra point. It's up, and it splits the uprights. 14-0. Greenbrier leads here with 8:32 to play in the 1st quarter. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
When you choose First Security, banking is just the beginning. Here, we take care of each other, making the community we all share even stronger. So people in Arkansas can build a life, buy a home, run a business, and more. Strength in numbers and neighbors. It's another way First Security helps Arkansas bank better. And it's why you should call on us today. First Security, bank better.
Insurance policies can be confusing. Oftentimes you settle for the minimum coverage required without considering what truly.
And here we are. We're back. 14-0. Greenbrier leads it. Bradley Turnage on to kick the football again. It's a low-line drive kick out of bounds once more. That's another kick out of bounds penalty. And Harrison once again will set up shop at their own 35-yard line. They were forced to 3 and out in the first drive.
Yeah, they were. JB, I tell you what, we came out here and we just really punched them in the mouth right there. You know, they're shell-shocked. I know their heads are kind of like Arkansas was first quarter of the day against Georgia.
No question about it, but this is big. Look for Harrison to go through the air. When you're down early, a lot of times, obviously there's plenty of time left in this football game, but as the game goes on, when a team's got to come back big, you always see him go to the air.
Yeah, for sure.
Harrison's
team needs. I mean, that's their bread and butter.
That is exactly their bread and butter. Pistol formation, Logan Plumley. Twins to the left side. Now he moves a man in motion. Gets the snap. Little end around, double handoff, looking deep over the middle. Pass is broken up. That's great defense by Jackson Harp. That was a well-placed ball, but Harp was on his hip, and he knocked it away.
Let me tell you, he did a great job of covering that without getting on the receiver.
That's right. Without hooking him or anything like that.
The sideline over here was wanting a PI call, but that was not PI. That was a great cover.
Well-thrown ball as well. Plumley, we've seen him. He's had some good-looking balls. Yeah. That one definitely was a pretty ball, but Harp said not today and broke it up. Brings up 2nd down and 10 at their own 35. Balls on the right hash. Trips to the open side in the left. Single setback. He gets a snap, fakes the handoff, rolls left. On the move, pass into the flat, complete at the 40. They'll bump him out of bounds right around the 45-yard line. That's going to be real close to a first down. A big move there. The pass into the open field to Phoenix Whitney, and Harrison will move the chains. 1st and 10, Golden Goblins at their own 45-yard line. Balls on the left hash.
The Goblins did a good job right there of chipping our backer to where he couldn't get out there.
Pistol formation for Plumley. Twins split into the boundary. Single receiver to the open side. He'll hand it off to the tailback going to the left side. Dukes a man at midfield. He'll be wrapped up and finally brought down there. They'll give him right around midfield. That's about a 5-yard carry there for Beck Jones, the junior. And it brings up 2nd down and 5 as the Goblins are on the left side of midfield into Greenbrier territory. Greenbrier leads at 14-0 with 7:54 to go, clock rolling.
He wanted to go right there, and we had it sealed off, but there was an opening on the left side, and he was able to go back.
Plumley gives it off to Jones. Tripped up in the backfield. He won't get much after that. Eli Weaver with the tackle at the 49-yard line. They'll give him a half a yard, and it brings up a big 3rd down and 4, Matt.
Yeah, it's huge right here. 3rd and 4. Probably going to see them try to throw the ball right here. Need to cover well. Watch for over the middle. And they could even try to go deep. You never know.
Greenbrier had a big 3rd down stop in their first drive. Trying to have another one here. 3-man front. That's Gabriel, Hardgrave, and Bryce Allison. Shotgun Plumley. Greenbrier bringing the blitz. In trouble. Lob over the middle. It's nearly picked off.
It is picked off.
They're going to say it
yes,
was.
It is.
They're going to say it's picked off. That was Dawson Spencer at the 40-yard line. You know, I thought I saw the ball hit the ground, but my goodness. He bobbled it, and then he came up with a big pick from Spencer, and I'll tell you, that was all courtesy of loading the box and bringing the blitz.
Great job by Dawson
wow.
Spencer. You talk about a big play right there on 3rd down. Get the ball back. Don't give him a chance to go for it on 4th down. That was huge, JB.
This is the energy of this Greenbrier team that we're looking for. They're marching. They're hurrying out onto the field to start their 3rd drive of the night. Greenbrier's had both offensive possessions end in touchdowns, a 48-yard touchdown to Thatcher Strack, and then a 63-yard pass to McElhaney. Empty setback now Wilcox. Gets the snap quickly, gives to Weaver left side. Cuts back, got room, across the 40. 45, makes a man miss, and he's undercut at the 49-yard line. That's real close to a first down, Matt. And we're going to see the call. They'll spot him at the 48-yard line. Didn't get a great spot.
Just short.
2nd down in the yard. Wilcox hurrying to the line. Gets a snap. Gives it to Weaver. He's got room. Across midfield. Got room. Inside the 45. Down to the 42-yard line, I think, is where they're going to rule him down. But that's enough to move the sticks. I'll tell you, it's a little hard to see from up here, too, a little bit, Matt.
It is. It is. Great job by the offense right there.
Pistol formation, Wilcox gets a snap. He'll keep it this time. Roll right. Pass into the flat to Mathis. Inside the 40. They'll bring him down around the 39-yard line. That's about a 3-yard pass into the flat. It brings up 2nd down and 7. Greenbrier's moving quickly, trying to move up the field.
You know, there wasn't much there right there. That's a great way to get a few yards where nothing's there. Now we're looking at 2nd and 7?
2nd and 7. 6:19 to go in the opening quarter. Greenbrier leads at 14-0. Twins will be split to both the left and right sides. Empty setback as Weaver moves back into the backfield. Wilcox gets a snap, QB keep, up the middle. Cuts back, wrapped up at the 40. Gets loose, down into the 35, trying to get pushed a little further. The pile gets pushed to the 34-yard line. That's where they're going to rule him down, and it brings up 3rd down and short.
Yeah, about 2 yards. That's a great run right there, bringing it to 3rd and 2. Really manageable position right here for us on 3rd down.
Clock's rolling with 5:45 to go, and I tell you, Matt, in a key matchup between top teams in the conference, Greenbrier's looking electric early.
They really are, JB.
3rd down and a short 2. Wilcox shotgun formation, empty setback. Twins to both the left and right sides. Now they move Weaver to the backfield. Wilcox looking to pass, steps in the pocket. Deep, left side, got a man. It'll be broken up. That might have been picked off, and it is going to be picked off. Wow.
That was just a great play. Just a great defensive play.
Wow, that was Caden Quant. He picks that off of the back of the end zone. Great play there for Harrison, but my goodness. That was a nice pick. That was, goodness, not a terribly bad thrown ball.
No, he just knocked it up in the air. You know, he tipped it up, and then it kind of fell on him, you know.
So Harrison with a turnover. They'll have the ball at their own 20-yard line quickly to set things up. Just seems like just like that, the field changes again.
Yeah.
They're already ready to go.
I tell you what, though, I don't mind seeing us being aggressive like that.
Not at all. Plumlee gets the snap, gives it to Jones left side. He is not going to get much. A whole host of Panthers, and they'll run him out of bounds at the 19-yard line. That's a 1-yard loss, and I tell you, Beck Jones had nowhere to go.
Nowhere. They did a great job of flowing to the ball. Tried to get it out wide, nothing there.
You know, that defense looked a lot like you see of the Hogs. I know that's a tough comparison, but you see the Hogs just scrambling to every play. The whole defense was there to bring Jones down.
Flying to the football.
2nd down and 11. Plumlee's in the shotgun formation, loads it up, trips to the open side. Single setback, that's Jones. Plumlee looking to pass. Steps in the pocket, now he's flush, rolling right. On the move, lobs it. It's going to be overthrown and nearly picked off by Matthew Bernard.
Great job by Bernard to be on the cover right there. No, there was nothing open for him right there, and he got his hand on it, almost picked it off.
You know, Plumlee well overthrew that ball, and Bernard was playing above his man. That's not what you want to do when you're a little bit undercover, when you're overcovered there.
No.
Got to make a better throw if you're Plumlee. But I will tell you,
get it out of bounds.
Give Greenbrier credit. There wasn't a whole lot of room to throw that ball. Plumlee wasn't a bad throw by any means, but I'll tell you, Greenbrier's defense has looked really good.
They sure have.
Clock stops with 4:39 to play in the first quarter. 3rd down and long. Plumlee in the shotgun formation looking to pass. Greenbrier rushing 3. Now he's in trouble. Trying to get away from Gabe Rowe, and they sack him back at the 3-yard line. Gabe Rowe corrals him inside the 5. And now Harrison's in big trouble trying to punt, pinned deep near their own end zone.
Wow, that was an amazing sack. I mean, he was back there, sure, but to make that tackle with a guy pushing behind him, a blocker behind him, and the quarterback trying to get outside, and he's still able to pull him down. Great job by Gabe Rowe.
Logan Plumlee's going to have to punt from his own end zone. Carter Mackel and his heels are back at the Goblin 43. Plumlee gets it away. It's not a very deep kick. It'll take a bounce to the 34, rolls sideways. Now it gets a good bounce. Inside to the 45, down around midfield. That's about where it's going to be down. It'll roll to the 49-yard line. But I'll tell you, man, it's great field position.
It is. I mean, it was 4th and forever down there on what? About the
2 or 3. Yeah.
Great job. Hey, great job by this Greenbrier defense. The most unproven part of this team at times has been the defense.
That's right.
And they've done a great job, especially coverage.
I mean, this has been an impressive defense that we've seen tonight thus far. The punt there, another 3 and out, and I'll tell you, great pursuit by the defense. This honestly looks like a different defense, doesn't it,
looks like
man?
a different team.
Goodness gracious, Greenbrier being a really good Harrison team right now, but there's still a lot of football to play. Pistol formation, Wilcox gets the snap. He'll give it off to Hewitt. Nope. Well, that is Hewitt, and not a whole lot there. You know, it was more wishful thinking, hoping he didn't hand it because Hewitt got hit hard in backfield.
Looks like on 1st down, they're probably going to try to load the box on us because they know we're run heavy. So we'll adjust to that.
Second down and about 13 on a 3-yard loss with 3:26 to play in the opening quarter. Clock's rolling, but Greenbrier's up 14-0 as Cooper Wilcox looks to the sideline to get the signal. Greenbrier with an empty setback. Trips to the open side. Twin receivers split into the boundary. Wilcox all alone. Gets a snap. Now he's going to keep it. Up the middle, and looks like the first flag of the night.
Yeah, I think we moved a little early.
Boy, I'll tell you, it's a little dim out there. It's so hard. I think it's because our windows
glasses,
in here are
a
little tinted. It's hard to see any flags were thrown, but indeed it is a false start. It'll bring up second down and 18 now. Greenbrier is back at their own 42-yard line. Going the wrong way, but not really been a huge, it hasn't slowed down Greenbrier's offense much of late. We've seen them been back, first and 20, second and 20 make plays. So here we go. Wilcox on second and 18, empty setback, gets a snap. He's going to run the same play. QB keep up the middle. Got some room. He's across midfield. Cuts to the left side. He'll get to the 46-yard line before they bring him down. It'll bring up third down and about 6, Matt. How about that, getting 12 of it back?
Well, I'll tell you what it does, JB. It puts us in maybe four down territory.
Certainly does. Well, the way our offense is playing, I'd take chances all day long.
And the way your defense is playing.
No kidding. Wilcox looking to the sideline. This Greenbrier offense trying to get a big first down here on third down and 6. They're playing a really good Harrison team really well right now. 3rd and 6. Shotgun for Wilcox. Gets a snap. He'll keep it left side. Trying to get it inside the 45. He's getting close to a first down. They'll move him about 2 yards shy, and it brings up 4th down and 2, Matt. What do you do?
You go for it right here. I mean, you could pin them back. But right now, last possession we showed that we're playing aggressive. So, if you're going to be aggressive, let's go get it right here.
4th and 2. Greenbrier looks like they're going for it. The 40-yard line's the line to gain. With 2 yards to go, Wilcox will be in the pistol formation.
Wouldn't mind seeing that screen right here.
The gives to Hewitt. Up the middle. He's got a first down. Inside the 40. Inside the 35. Down to the 34-yard line. He rumbles. That's a first down. He got 8 yards. He got 6 yards, plenty. And Greenbrier moves the chains.
Great job. Right
How about the play call, man, Matt? You called it. Going for it on 4th down pays off, doesn't it?
It is. I tried to sneak in my screen prediction there and didn't get it off in time. So they ran it.
They'll run it when you're ready for it.
That's right.
Shotgun to Wilcox. Trips to the right side. Single receiver into the boundary. Now Mathis moved to the left side. Looks like Greenbrier might have jumped, though, and we're going to see the call. Indeed, it is going to be a false start, so it brings up 1st and 15.
That's something there you can't continue to do. You may bail yourself out of it once or twice, but at some point, if you keep doing it, it's going to bite you in the rear.
Certainly is. Ball's at the 39-yard line. Greenbrier will bring up a 1st and 15. And I'll tell you, thus far, Harrison hasn't had a lot of answers for Greenbrier's offense.
No, they have not. On the
or their defense, for that matter.
Either, yeah.
Shotgun for Wilcox. Trips to the right side. Single receiver into the boundary. Gets a snap. Looking to pass. Off his back foot over the middle to Mathis, incomplete.
He was getting hit. He just couldn't get enough on it to get it up there.
Wilcox was hit as he threw. Hope he's okay.
Yeah, he looks like he's up and around.
2nd down and 15. I tell you, knowing from playing the position myself, throwing off that back foot is awful tough. You got to get a lot on it.
Yeah, you do, especially going over the middle deep right there, getting hit. It's tough. It is.
2nd and 15. Greenbrier's at the Golden Goblin 39-yard line. Trips to the right side, single receiver to the left here in this shotgun spread. Single setback is Hewitt. The give will be to Hewitt right side. Cuts back inside the 35. Lunges forward to the 34. He'll get the 5 yards they lost on the penalty back, but it brings up 3rd down and 10. And how about that? Nick Hewitt lunging forward, getting a couple extra yards.
Absolutely. That's just kind of what you expect to see when he's out there. He's just that kind of player. Big 3rd down right here. You got to get a good chunk of this back right here in order to really have a good chance at 4th down.
3rd and 10 at the 34-yard line. Got to imagine Greenbrier's in 4-down territory unless they want to try turn-ins with a big boot. Shotgun to Wilcox on an end around. Looking to pass. Now he's in trouble. A little screen pass to Mathis. He's going to be wrapped up and brought down around the 32-yard line. They'll give him the 31. He's still 6 yards shy of the first down, and it brings up 4th down and 6. And now what do you do?
Well, like you said, we're in 4-down territory. Would like to have gotten a little more than that, but we did get some. So, you know, we can get 7, 8 yards here. It's just going to – I think we're going to call a timeout here. Maybe.
I think the end of the quarter.
Oh, end of the quarter? Okay.
End of the opening quarter. One quarter of football is done. Greenbrier leads it 14-0. We'll be right back with the second quarter after a word from our sponsors.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank all of our sponsors for their continued support. First Security Bank, American Safeguard Insurance, Graham Brothers Electric Security and Datacom, Steak and Shake, Collier Roofing, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Bleacher Bling, John Simone Bank of England, Chef Lynn's, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Oxygen 8 Hyperbarics, and the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier.
Well, there we go, Matt. We're back here inside of Garrison Stadium in Harrison, Arkansas. Greenbrier leads at 14-0. Matt, just talk about the significance of this game for us tonight.
Well, it's huge. You know, I mean, it really puts us, a win right here. I say it puts us, it keeps us in contention for first place with Valonia. You know, Harrison's already a game back, losing to Farmington, but a team here that's picked to beat us by a lot of different publications. But we come out here, we kind of punched them in the mouth early, and we're still rolling.
4th down and 6, a big 4th down. Greenbrier's going for it. Trying to draw him offside, couldn't do it. Now he looks to the sideline to get the signal. Greenbrier in an empty setback. Wilcox going to most likely throw it. Gets a signal. Now he gets a snap, steps in the pocket, looking for the end zone. Got Jacob Mathis, complete! You got to be kidding me. Touchdown, Greenbrier. Jacob Mathis on the right side, 36 yards for the score. How about that, Matt?
Love it, JB. Great pass. That's one of Cooper's best balls right there, is that route going in the corner away from his body. He does really well getting the ball out there, and great job by Jacob catching it and staying in bounds to get the score.
A little tiptoe down the sideline, snuck it in. Bradley turns his extra point, is up and good. 21-0. Greenbrier leads it on a big pass from Cooper Wilcox and Jacob Mathis making it look easy. You know, we're going to keep it right here, Matt, because I want to talk a little bit about this Harrison team. You know, for a lot of you listening, you don't know, Harrison hadn't lost a conference, only lost one in, in the past 3 years?
Yeah, and that was 2 weeks ago, JB.
Right. They're historically, of late, a dominant team.
Yeah. And, you know, coming into the year, their coach, I've heard that he's told a few people this, that he's better in every position except the quarterback. Now, having said that, and of course, Cole Keelan was a great quarterback, and I think Plumlee's done a great job this year. But while having said that, they do have a couple of big performers that are out tonight.
Sure, certainly. Greenbrier coming out ready to play. I'm telling you, this Greenbrier team is special. We had this one highlighted on the schedule because we knew it was going to be tough.
It's a big one, man. You circled 2 games for sure, this one in Valonia, and then, you know, maybe a third one with Farmington. Of course, you've got to come to play with all of them.
You certainly do, but I'll tell you, Greenbrier has come out ready to roll, rock and roll, and they've certainly done that. As Bradley Turnage will be on to kick the football away. Harrison's got Whitney and Brumley back deep to receive the kicks for them. And Turnage will approach the football. It's a high end over end kick going to be taken by Whitney at the 5. He'll go up the middle, right, left to right. 10, 15. We're trying to get to the 15. Shakes off a tackle. Going left side now. Got room, but Eli Weaver wraps him up and brings him down to the 21. Flags are down.
Where's the flag at?
It's in the middle of the field, thrown by the back judge there.
So it's probably a block. It's not. I didn't know if there was a flag on the tackle, but it looks like maybe more of a block of some kind.
That might have been on Harrison. They might have pushed him back. The ball will be at the 20. Excuse me, voice crack. The ball will be at the 21-yard line. If there were no penalty, we're going to see what the call is. That's probably going to be against Harrison, and
Personal
indeed it
foul.
is. Wow. Personal foul on Harrison. That pins them back a little further, back at their own 10-yard line now. Goodness gracious.
Must be some kind of dirty. I would not say dirty, because it's not always. Personal foul's not always dirty. It must have been some kind of block that was like maybe like a cheap shot, you know.
A little unnecessary.
Yeah,
something,
yeah.
Perhaps. Who knows? The refs saw it. They called it. And you know, honestly, Matt, there's probably a lot of that goes on that goes unseen.
Well, you know this team's got to be frustrated right now.
Certainly.
21-0 at their own house.
And I tell you, Greenbrier's done good on the defensive side, trying to keep it rolling. Ball at their own 10-yard line. Twins split to both the left and right sides for Plumlee. Beck Jones in the backfield. Plumlee looking to pass. Got time looking over the middle. Got a man, but he overthrew him at the 40-yard line. Intended receiver was Dylan Block. He's their leading receiver, but Shannon Howard was in coverage, and quite frankly, pretty good coverage as well.
In studio analyst DJ Vanaco says it was a crackback block, which is kind of what I was talking about.
Yeah.
You know, a shot that may be unnecessary.
You know, if you're Harrison, that's not what you want. You're already struggling to move down the field. You don't need to be going the wrong way.
Right. Good coverage again down there. Was that Shannon?
Shannon Howard.
Yeah.
Here we go. Trips loaded up to the right side. Shotgun Plumlee. Jones in the backfield. Plumlee looking to throw. Little screen pass. Trying to go left to right at the 10. He's wrapped up and in a whole host of Panthers all over that one. Keaton Whitley, Dawson, Spencer, and Jake Hardgrave on the tackle. Harrison's in trouble. It's 3rd down and 9, and they're at their own 11-yard line.
That was a great job by this defense to read that screen, get there, especially when you get a defensive lineman on a tackle on a screen. That means he read it, didn't go for the fake, and backed up and got into play. And a great job there. Huge 3rd down right here.
3rd and 9, Plumlee gets a snap, looking to pass, rolling left, play action. Over the middle, pass is tipped and nearly intercepted. But that's going to bring up 4th down and 9 at their own 11-yard line, and Harrison's going to be forced to punt again.
Man, Shannon Bout got that one. I mean, it was Shannon. It might have even been Jackson. I think it was Shannon.
Yeah.
He was slapping his hands because he knew, he just had a chance. But, man, they're playing so good right now on coverage.
4th and 9 here in the second quarter. Greenbrier's up 21-0 with 10:58 to play until halftime. Logan Plumlee on to punt the football away again. We haven't seen a return from McElhenney yet, due to the way the ball's been punted. Greenbrier looking to block it. Plumlee trying to get it away. It's a low-line drive kick. Going to take a bounce at the 43, rolling sideways, and McElhenney's going to let it roll.
Yeah, it didn't come at him enough. So, hey, we got the ball on their side of the field, the way this offense is playing right now. But, hey, let me tell you, we expect that from the offense. But this defense has come out here and absolutely dominated in the line of scrimmage and covered, unbelievably.
This has been an impressive defense. It almost is, and no knock on the team as a whole, but as goodness gracious, this defense has just had some question marks, like you've said. They've answered a lot of those tonight, and they've looked brilliantly good out there.
They have. You know, we've always had a really good linebacker core, and even our D-backs this year have played well. And our lines played well, too. We just had injuries and trying to fill those gaps. But they're just flying to the football and making plays.
Ball's at the Golden Goblin 46-yard line. Wilcox in the shotgun formation. He gets a snap, looking to pass. Got time now. He's in trouble. Off his back foot. Ball underthrown, but it's still going to be caught by Thatcher Strack at the 19-yard line. Thatcher Strack once again. That's the second time he's caught a ball in deep coverage like that. Great concentration for Strack, and he gives Greenbrier great field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line spot.
Pretty sure if he doesn't catch that, they're throwing a flag there for pass interference. Great concentration to reel that one in.
Shotgun for Wilcox in the red zone. Greenbrier's marching down the field. The gives to Eli Weaver trying to get to the edge. Inside the 15, cuts back. He'll be down inside the 10, near a first down marker.
Is.
Goodness gracious, Greenbrier's rolling. They're inside the 10, near a first down, and that honestly might have been enough. We're going to see.
It's going to be close. It's a couple yards short.
They're going to call it 2nd down and about a yard or two. A short 2, a long yard. 10:09 to play, clock rolling. Greenbrier's inside the 10, and they are knocking on the door. Reed Nixon will be split to the open side. Twins split to the boundary. Single setback is Weaver. Now they move Mathis into motion. Wilcox gets the snap. Gives to Weaver left side now. Trying to get the edge. Trying to get to the pylon. The 5. Touchdown, but flags are down. Nixon's probably going to get called for a hold. And I tell you, Weaver had all kinds of daylight, but that one's going to sting.
I think it actually could have even been on the edge right here when he got past that edge to go into the end zone.
Could have been.
Yeah.
What I thought I saw was Nixon holding him in the backfield there. That receiver never had a chance. Yeah, Nixon's over there talking to the refs. So that might have been what it was.
Could be.
Might have been both of them. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know.
Either way, it stings. Now it's 2nd and 12.
Well, he threw it from
Well, actually, I'm sorry. It'll bring up second down, and
Yeah, I think
that's not a bad spot. Second
yeah,
down.
I think
and
you're pretty much. I think it's going to have to be the one in the end zone because.
it's at the 16-yard line.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
second down and 8 now after the hold. And it'll be shotgun formation for Cooper Wilcox. Twins split to both the left and right. Gets a snap, gives it off to Weaver. Breaks a tackle, cuts back. He's trying to get to the 15. He'll get about a yard. That's it. Third down and 7 now with 9:40 to go until halftime clock rolling.
I tell you, JB, they have loaded the box. They've got everybody but maybe 2 backs right on the line of scrimmage on that last play.
They weren't taking any chances. They were trying to eliminate the run, and
Yeah.
that they did.
Which is not always a bad thing for us because we have such a threat from the pass.
We've had 3 touchdowns tonight, and all of them have been through the air. Wilcox in the shotgun formation, Weaver's behind him. He gets a snap, looking to pass. Got time. Back of the end zone, got Strack, but he overthrew him, and that's going to bring up 4th down and long in the red zone. And
Here you go. Hey, here's a good chance to see our kicker in a good, manageable field goal in the middle of the field.
Bradley Turnage will be on. They're going to bring him on. The kicking team is on. Turnage will be kicking the ball at the 15-yard line. This will be about a 30-yard field goal. Ball's closer to the left hash. Turnage trying to knock down this field goal, about a 30-yarder. The snap's down. A good hold. The kick is up. The kick has the distance, and the kick is good. 24-0. Turnage with a 30-yard field goal, and Greenbrier's rolling here in Harrison. 24-0 our score. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsor.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank all of our sponsors for their continued support. First Security Bank, American Safeguard Insurance, Graham Brothers Electric Security and Datacom, Steak and Shake, Collier Roofing, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Bleacher Bling, John Simone Bank of England, Chef Lynn's, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Oxygen 8 Hyperbarics, and the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier.
And we're back here with 9:04 to play until halftime. Greenbrier leads at 24-0 after that 30-yard field goal from Bradley Turnage. And now Turnage kicks the football away, and it'll be taken back at the 1-yard line from Whitney, excuse me. He's out across the 5, the 10 to the 15-yard line. They'll get him wrapped up at the 16. A whole group of them wrapped him up and brought him down. And Harrison once again will start inside their own 20. 1st and 10, ball will be at the looks like close to the 16-yard lines where they're going to set up shop, and Harrison really has just had no answers. This defense here from Greenbrier has come ready to play, and they have rock and rolled.
They sure have. Great job right there by special teams to keep them pinned back. You know, they hurt themselves in that last one when they got the personal foul. But, you know, right now they're on the 16-yard line.
Yeah, at their own 16. 1st and 10, Plumlee in the shotgun. He gets a snap, looking to pass. Rolling to his right now. He's got a man open at the 18-yard line. He'll be wrapped up and brought down, to the 18. He'll get out to about the 22-yard line. That's a 4-yard completion to Dylan Block. Block's their leading receiver. He's got to keep an eye on. But I'll tell you, learning from Barry Odom's defense in Arkansas, he'll take those short gains all day long.
You know, you got a 24-point lead. You know, the burning the clock's not the worst thing that can happen to you.
Not at all. 2nd down and about 6. They may give them 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard gain. 8:24 to go, clock rolling. They'll load it up the left side, trips into that open side. Shotgun Plumlee. Gets a snap, fakes the handoff, looking left. Passes tipped and complete at the 30. Breaking tackle, still on his feet. About 3 spin moves, finally bring him down to the 34, and that's a great catch.
Yeah, good catch and good move after.
Goodness gracious. I mean, that was an impressive catch there into the open field. That was for Harrison, that was Talon Stevens. Made a great catch in the open field like that. And, that was impressive. It was great coverage, and he made a great catch.
I think that might be their second first down of the half.
Wow. And that's no knock on Harrison's offense. That's Greenbrier's defense playing out of their mind right now. 1st and 10, balls on the left hash. Golden Goblins are at their own 34-yard line, down 24-0 to this Greenbrier team. Panthers lead it. Shotgun Plumlee rolling right from the get-go. Looking to pass, got time. Across his body, backfield, complete at the 42-yard line. He's hit immediately by Nick Hewitt. That was Dylan Block, the leading receiver. Great catch. And, that one a little slower to get up as Hewitt hit him really hard.
Yeah, he did. Made it expensive, didn't he?
Goodness. That's tough. Throwing off across your body again. Block, that ball was up in the air a long time. But Block was thinking. He's walking off the field now. He's fine. He's just getting a little breather. It's not fun knowing you're going to get hit by a linebacker right after that. Shotgun, actually pistol formation for Plumlee. Gets a snap, and he'll give it off to Jones. Going to right side, tripped up and brought down to the 45. That was Matthew Bernard who brings him the tackle. They'll rule at the 44-yard line. That'll be close to a first
I think
down.
They're probably going to get it. It's going to be that's a good spot for them, so they're going to move the change right there. Hey, kind of a shocker right here. Whitehall's up on PA right now, 14-6.
Wow. That's impressive. 6:45 to go until halftime. Clock rolling. Harrison with the first down. Ball's at the 45-yard line. Shotgun for Logan Plumlee. Trips will be split to the open side. Gets a snap. Gives it off to the tailback. Trying to get to the edge. He'll lower his shoulder at the 42-yard line, but that's it. They'll give him the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 2nd down and 11.
He really got wide on that run. He went back a couple yards, and all that does is give your linebacker core time to flow to that direction, and that's what they did.
I believe that was Van Richards on the carry. 2nd down, and really that's 2nd down and 12.
If I'm them, that short, the short passes have been successful because the deep ones haven't. Why get away from that?
Logan Plumlee in the shotgun formation. Empty setback, trips to the boundary, twins to the right side. Gets the snap. Little screen pass into the flat. Complete, trying to go up the middle. That's Block. He's across the 45. Cuts back. They'll bring him down around the 48-yard line.
I think the ball's loose. The ball's loose.
No way. Loose football. Greenbrier might have another turnover.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
Wow. Greenbrier forces the turnover on Dylan Block, and this defense has forced another turnover. That's a fumble there on that one with 5:42 to go until halftime. Greenbrier football in Goblin territory. You have got to be kidding me, Matt. This is a crazy game. Greenbrier's up 24-0, trying to add to it with 5:42 to go in the half, and it has been all Greenbrier, Matt.
It has, man. Defense has just really, really, really showed out tonight.
By far the best game we've seen them play.
100%.
Well, there we go. Cooper Wilcox, shotgun formation, trip split to the right side, single receiver. That's Reed Nixon, I believe, into the boundary. Weaver's in the backfield. Getting the snap. Wilcox fakes the handoff. Got to keep it. Got plenty of room. Inside the 30. Inside the 20. Rumbling inside the 15. Carrying a tackler all the way down to the 2-yard line.
He hit the pylon.
We're going to get the call. They're going to say he's down right around the 1. Oh, my goodness.
Man, he hit the pylon. I tell you what, if we had review, I guarantee you it would show a touchdown because he hit that pylon.
45-yard run there 47-yard run for Cooper Wilcox. And now with 5:30 to go, Greenbrier is right on the goal line. Empty setback. Wilcox gets the snap. He's going to keep it, roll right, cuts back into the end zone. Touchdown, Greenbrier. 30-0 in the opening quarter, and Greenbrier's rolling. Wilcox with a 1-yard run. And, Matt, it has been all Panthers.
It has, man. Cooper's having a field night tonight along with the rest of the team. I mean, what do you say?
And, again, Turnage on to attempt this extra point to make it 31-0. A low snap. It's fielded nicely, though, and Turnage splits the uprights. 31-0 Greenbrier. Quickly before we go, I just, looking at Harrison, this is a good Harrison team, Matt. This is no knock on their play, but Greenbrier's just playing lights out on both sides of the ball.
They've never played to this level, and it's really good to see. It really is, because as good as we've been, we've not played at this level. I mean, this is just championship
unreal
top football.
This is great. 31-0 with 5:19 to play until halftime. Greenbrier, do you realize it took them 18 seconds to score after that turnover? That's unbelievable. A 47-yard run from Wilcox, and then he punched it in from a yard out. Arguably, he scored on that 48-yard run.
He did.
Don't have the luxury of replay, however. But I tell you, Greenbrier up 31-0. I don't care who you are. You couldn't have predicted this here in the first half.
Yeah, I sure didn't.
31-0. Bradley Turnage getting set to kick the football away. It has been all Panthers, 31-0, against a really good Harrison team. That's the thing. This is a good Harrison team.
It is. You know, one thing, I'm trying to think of everything I'm doing and not doing here. I have not done a replay tonight.
That's all right.
I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I don't know how. Do you know how?
I sure do.
Okay. Well, show me how to do a replay, because we've had several that we could have shown replays on.
There's that button
That
right there. Yep.
Okay.
Turnage on to kick the football away. It'll be taken by Whitney. Back at the 3. He muffed it. He's got to pick it up. He does at the 5. He'll be wrapped up around the 15. Made the most of that, but Greenbrier's all over him once again. And in a night here where just Harrison's had a lot of struggles against Greenbrier. It just continues.
Right now, this Harrison team is just on the sidelines going, what is happening right now? They've never – these kids that are playing football right now on the sidelines have never been in this situation ever. Even in the semifinals last year playing a Christian team.
And this is just unreal football that Greenbrier is playing. Again, Harrison's out with quite a few key guys. I mean, that does play a factor for them. So here we go. Ball's at their own 16-yard line again. Shotgun for Plumlee. Gives a snap up the middle. Not a whole lot there. They'll give him about 2 yards. They'll give him the 18-yard line. Second down and about 8 on a 2-yard carry there from Beck Jones.
Good job by that front up there, not giving in, holding their ground.
5:13 to go. Clock's continuing to roll here before halftime. 31-0, Matt.
I tell you what, I guarantee you Clint is over there losing his mind in the stands right now.
Second down and 8. Shotgun for Plumlee. Harrison just trying to find some answers. Greenbrier blinging the blitz. Plumlee rolling right. Now he's flushed. In trouble. He's just going to have to throw it away. Incomplete. Third down and 8 with 4:47 to go. And, again, that secondary from Greenbrier, there's nowhere to throw it.
And honestly, JB, I was watching the coverage that time. There was absolutely nowhere to go with it.
That's incredible coverage.
Yeah.
You know, and again, we've talked about this. For those of you listening to the broadcast and watching it with us, I'll tell you, man, that is something that the question marks have been on this defense is, hey, where's the coverage? Are they able to stop the run? Are they able to stop the pass? They've been able to stop everything that Harrison's thrown
I'm
out.
telling you, man, they're playing a different level of football. That I'm so impressed.
Wow. Third and long now for Plumlee. Empty setback. Going to throw. Gets the snap. Got time, steps in the pocket, looking deep over the middle, got a man. It's going to be incomplete, though, off his helmet. The open receiver there was Talon Stevens, and I tell you, just couldn't quite get turned around. Yeah. Wasn't a terribly thrown ball.
You ever heard the phrase, they kind of got their dauber in the dirt? That's just kind of where they are right now.
Sure.
It just kind of means that you're down and out. You just can't
well,
seem to get it.
Nothing's going
no,
right for him.
No, it's not. You know, they're struggling. You know, he was not balanced when he was running.
No,
there.
what?
He was tripping up. And
you know, the bad thing is he was open for one of the first times tonight.
It hit him. The ball hit him.
If he catches that ball, he might take it to the house. It'd be a big gainer.
Yeah, we're looking at a score for them.
The punt here's away, nearly blocked. Actually, might have been tipped. It'll be rolling around the 41-yard line, out of bounds at midfield again.
Right at the 50.
Goodness gracious, at the 49-yard line with 4:35 to play until halftime, Matt. Greenbrier's up 31-0. They've got a chance to go up by 5 scores.
That's right.
Actually, make it a 6-possession ball game.
Exactly right.
One more time. Unbelievable. Greenbrier is playing out of their minds right now.
They really are, JB. Love to see this team doing this time of the year.
Sure.
Too.
And you know what the crazy thing is? Wilcox has thrown an interception tonight, and that interception was an excellently played ball by Harrison to pick it off. And that's really the only miscue, if you can really think of one.
Right.
That's not really one.
Because think of what he's done positive. I mean,
that's right.
He's had so many big plays already.
It was kind of a fluke play anyways. Ball was in the air. Pistol formation Wilcox, though. He gets the snap. Play action. Nope. Actually hands it off up the middle. Not going to be a whole lot there. He'll be wrapped up around midfield. That was Dawson Spencer. As a matter of fact, he'll lose a yard. And it brings up second down and 11 with 4:22 to play until halftime.
You know, they have not played bad against our run game, except they've not been able to cover the quarterback run. You know, that having a quarterback that can run the ball, it throws another, element in the game that you have to cover.
Certainly. Trips to the left side. Twins split into the boundary. Ball's on the right hash. Wilcox, the snap, going to keep it. Up the middle, across midfield. Rumbles to the 45. Push forward all the way down to the 40-yard line. That is a 10-yard carry, and it brings up 3rd down and 1. I mean, when it rains, it pours for you in a good way.
Man,
Goodness gracious.
He's running the ball hard. He's getting a lot of help from the big boys up front. Man, things couldn't be going better right now.
Panthers are rolling. It'll be about 1.5 yards to go, but goodness gracious, Wilcox, 3rd and short. Gets a snap. He'll give it off to Spencer, right side. Got the first down, inside the 40, down to around the 37-yard line. That's a 3-yard carry. It moves the chains, and with 3:28 to go, Greenbrier's up 31-0. They're marching down the field once again, Matt.
Yes, they sure are. Great run right there by Dawson, and good job by the O-line to create some separation up front, give him a little room, get that first down. We're inside the 40-yard line, 3 minutes to go, just enough time.
3:13 to go, clock rolling. Shotgun formation, Wilcox, empty setback, trips to the right side, Twins to the left. QB keep, left side Wilcox, trying to get to the edge. He is going to be wrapped up, though, and brought down to the 43, the 37. I was looking at the wrong side there. 37-yard line. That's about a no gain. They might have lost a yard, perhaps.
Yeah.
They're going to rule at the 39. Man, that's not a good spot at all.
No.
Might have been where he was pushed out of bounds, perhaps.
I think so.
So now it brings up 2nd down and 12. Clock's rolling, though, with 2:39 to go. Greenbrier's up 31-0, and this has just been unbelievable.
Can you believe if we score again, we're going to start this second
half? I was just about to say that.
Start the second half with a mercy rule.
That's crazy. Wilcox gets the snap, rolling right off his back foot. Got a man wide open. Reed Nixon. Touchdown, Greenbrier. You have got to be kidding me. A 39-yard touchdown pass to Reed Nixon, and Greenbrier is up 37-0.
JB, that may be the best throw I've seen this year in high school football.
Man, off his back foot, rolling, on the move. What a dime to Reed Nixon. Sharing the love. My goodness. And there we go. Turnage on to attempt the extra point with 2:20 to go until halftime. The kick's up. The kick is good. 38-0 our score. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank all of our sponsors for their continued support. First Security Bank, American Safeguard Insurance, Graham Brothers Electric Security and Datacom, Steak and Shake, Collier Roofing, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Bleacher Bling, John Simone Bank of England, Chef Lynn's, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Oxygen 8 Hyperbarics, and the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier.
And we are back here inside of Garrison Stadium. Greenbrier's up 38-0, and if this score holds, Matt, it'll be a mercy rule. Or not mercy. What is that? What it's called?
Yeah, it's mercy rule.
Wow.
Now we just gotta stop them here and get the ball back.
Turnage on to kick the football away, and it will be taken by Whitney back at his own 5. He's on the left side, goes across the 10, 15 to the 20, trying to get to the edge, got room. He'll be brought and stood up at the 28-yard line, though, before they wrap him up and bring him down. And that's where Harrison will start 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Matt.
That's the biggest field position they've had.
That's what I'm about to say. That's one of the best starting spots they've had.
That's right.
Man, unbelievable. With 2:12 to go, Greenbrier is up 38-0 on a really good Harrison team. Goodness gracious. Well, there we go. Pistol formation for Plumlee. Harrison just trying to find some answers. Gets his snap, takes the handoff. Now he does give it off. That's to Beck Jones. He'll get a good roll out to the 35-yard line before they bring him down. Excuse me, that was Braden Long with the carry. It's about a 7-yard carry, and it brings up 2nd down and 3. And that might be one of their biggest chunks of yardage they've had all night.
Yeah. Hootens.com going with Harrison by 3.
Matt, you got to stop. I formation.
I
Plumlee gives it off to the right side again. He's going to be wrapped
what
up.
a
That's
tackle.
a great tackle. That was Gabe Rowe.
That's 2 unbelievable tackles tonight by Gabe.
Rowe had a sack back deep of the own 3-yard line earlier, and then he wraps him up there. Braden Long. It brings up 3rd down and a long 4 now.
Wow. I mean, that was an impressive tackle.
1:25 to go. Harrison just trying to find some breathing room when they've just been in trouble all night. 3-man front. Plumlee gets the snap. Quick pass. Right, picked off by Eli Weaver. Cuts back. He's going to take it to the house. To the 10. 5. Touchdown Greenbrier. It's 44 to
Pick
nothing.
6, baby. Pick
Weaver
6.
with the pick.
Eli Weaver.
You have got to be kidding me. A 44-yard interception, and Greenbrier is up 44 to nothing. Wow, Matt.
Dude, I don't even know what to think about this. Great job by Eli Weaver. No shocker to see him make a play.
Goodness gracious. 44 to nothing. You know, people are going to look at the score and think there's a typo or something.
It's unreal, JB.
You guys that are watching, if you just joined us, it is legitimately 44 to nothing. Now it's 45 to nothing as Turnage splits the uprights. We're going to keep it right here real quickly.
Yeah, might as well.
45 to nothing, Matt. Greenbrier leads this at right before halftime. Not even there yet. 1:09 to go, and it has just been a nightmare of a night for Harrison. It's just nothing's gone their way.
It's
if you're a
unreal,
Golden
man.
Goblin.
Unreal, JB. I mean, I just don't even know what to say about it.
Wow. 45 nothing. Harrison just really hadn't got anything rolling, but Greenbrier's offense and the Greenbrier's defense has just been electric. They've scored on the defensive side of the ball. They've just done everything. And I'll tell you, here's an impressive thing to note. Cooper Wilcox, he's thrown 4 touchdowns tonight, but all of them have been to different receivers. He's thrown one to Thatcher Strack. He's thrown one to Carter McElhenney. He's thrown one to Jacob Mathis, and he's thrown one to Reed Nixon. He's also ran one in himself. There's been a pick 6 from Eli Weaver, and then even Bradley Turnage has gone in on the action with a 30-yard field goal. Greenbrier leads at 45 to nothing here right before half, and Turnage on to kick the football away after the pick 6 from Eli Weaver. Goodness gracious. And here we go. Ball's going to be kicked away there by Turnage. It'll be taken back at the goal line by Whitney, and he is not going to bring it out.
He stepped in high school. If you step in the end zone, it's a touchdown.
Right.
And that back foot stepped in the end zone.
But what a boot by Turnage, huh? Turnage booted. He's a sophomore.
I know it.
Kicking it into the end zone.
And starting off the season, it was like, after having Powell last
Cody
year,
Powell, yeah.
he was awesome, And so seeing Turnage this year, and he's a young guy, we're like, well, he looks okay in extra
right.
points,
Okay.
He's not missing.
Right.
And then this kid has just progressively
he
gotten
has
better and better. And not to say that he ever wasn't. I mean, he's never been bad.
Right. The give will be to the right side here. That's an open space out to the 25 to the 27-yard line. 7-yard run there from Braden Long. But back to your point, yeah, Turnage has got a boot of a leg, doesn't he? I mean, he just can boom it all the way down. The 30-yard field goal that he made look pretty easy. The kickoff as well went into the end zone on that last kick. And Greenbrier's rolling 45 to nothing with 1:03 to go here till halftime. Shotgun for Logan Plumlee. Just trying to get some field possession, trying to get Harrison into the end zone for the first time tonight. They'll give it to Long, same play, right side. Cuts back, makes a man miss. Stiff arms down the sideline, but he won't stiff arm Howard for long. He'll bring him all the way down to the 49-yard line, though. What a run.
Good run right there.
And a big first down for Harrison. Braden Long's, he's been one of the bright spots for Harrison, no doubt.
Yeah, he has. Let's see what the defense can do now.
Clock's rolling with 48 seconds to go until halftime. Plumlee in the shotgun formation, just trying to give Harrison some points. Shotgun looking to throw. He's got time. Deep over the middle. Got a man, and it's going to be incomplete.
Oh!
But they're going to call a pass interference.
That was a little weak. I mean, he may have got a hand on him in the cut when he cut, but it wasn't much. But, whatever.
That's going to be pass interference. Well, I'm not going to get into that. Never mind. 35 seconds to go in the till halftime. Greenbrier's up 45-0.
Yeah, it's hard to complain when you're up 45-0.
Sure. And I'll be quite honest as well. We have darn near a very long view. We're quite a bit of ways away than normal. Now, I'm not saying we can't see very well.
But the guy that threw the flag was a long ways away from it, too.
You know when I said I wasn't going to say anything? That's what I was going to say. That's exactly what I was going to say.
The back judge didn't throw it.
That's what I was like, why? But anyway, here we go. Plumlee shotgun formation. He'll give it off to the right side again. I believe that's Beck Jones. He'll rumble inside the 30-yard line. Clock's rolling though with 28 seconds to go.
And they're going to call timeout.
With 27 seconds to go until halftime, Harrison wants a timeout. Greenbrier leads it 45-0. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors. Sorry about that. We were going to do our sponsors.
That was a fumble on my part.
But meow, we're going to get out onto the field.
Yeah, we sure are.
Oh, goodness, Matt, you cracked me up.
I know it. 27 seconds.
27
I tell you what,
seconds left to go.
It ought to be a good time for a big stop on second down right here.
Shotgun Plumlee gets a snap, looking to throw. He's in trouble. Hit as he throws. Ball's wobbly. It's going to be broken up and incomplete. My goodness, I hope Plumlee's okay.
He is down and hurt.
Goodness.
I hope he's okay too, man. He took a real shot right there.
Spencer laid a lick on Plumlee. Man, you hope he's okay. I mean, Plumlee got blindsided. Really, it's not really from the blind side, but he did get hit from that back.
Yeah,
from
but
the
he's
front
not
side.
looking at it, right?
No. Goodness. I mean, that's a tough kid. Plumlee's a tough kid. To get hit like that and still being out there. 21 seconds to go until halftime. It's 3rd down and 4 now. The ball is at the 28-yard line of Greenbrier. And
I tell you what, JB, I'm out of a drink, and we have been talking so much.
I saw it.
So crazy
cotton
yelling.
mouth over here.
Yeah, I know it.
Shotgun Plumlee. He's still in there. They'll move him in motion, but he
it's
might have
gonna be-
jumped off into the neutral. Oh, delay a game. Delay a game
like
on
you said-
Harrison.
like you said, when it rains, it pours. And it's tough for him right now over here at Harrison.
It's 3rd and 9 with 21 seconds to play until halftime. Greenbrier's up a whopping 45-0.
You know, I'm kind of hoping we can keep him out of the end zone in the first half. And second half, which I don't know why they're not running the clock right now. Did they not do it at all in the first half? That's a DJ Vanaco question. But I thought after like 38 in the first half, or 35.
I think in this, maybe I'm wrong, but I think in the second half, once it gets second half, if they go over 35, it starts.
I'm sure we'll hear in a little bit from DJ.
Shotgun Plumlee gets a snap. He's in trouble. He's flushed, rolling away, and he just throws it over. Good pass. Complete back at the original line of scrimmage.
The clock should keep
Wow.
running.
11 seconds to go. 10 seconds. 9 seconds. Timeout Harrison. They're going to
bring their field goal team. Well, that's probably a little deep for a field goal. Of course, we haven't seen their kicker. I mean, they hadn't scored. So
they haven't.
I bet they probably chunked one to the end zone. But let me tell you, you saw that right there. He ran a little skittish right then after that
Sure.
hit. Like he
Sure.
saw him coming off the edge again.
And Spencer had a blocker on him, too.
That's right. And he just kind of tucked it a little bit, realized he wasn't getting hit, and rolled. I can't believe they put 10 seconds back on there. Maybe 9.
Well, I think it was close to that. I was thinking the clock kept rolling after the timeout. Obviously, you guys can't see. We're running on a short staff here, so we apologize for that. But there's 10 seconds to go until halftime. Harrison's got to get a first down.
It is a second half only on the mercy rule.
Thanks, DJ. Was that DJ?
Yeah.
Awesome. DJ Vanaco with
the in-studio analyst.
In-studio inside scoop on all that. Well, there we go. 4th down and about 4 yards, I guess. Harrison's got to get the first down, or they turn the ball over on downs. 45-0. They got time. If they get the first down, they'll have time for maybe one more play.
That's right.
Shotgun Plumlee. Greenbrier trying to stop him. He's looking to pass. Looks right side. Off his back foot. Ball's going to be broken. Is it caught? You've got to be kidding. Wow. What a catch by Harrison.
That was a great catch. We got a guy down.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, don't be hurt.
That's not good. I believe that was Phoenix Whitney with one heck of a catch for Harrison.
Is that Shannon that's hurt?
Oh, I don't know. Mathis is down there consoling him. I'm not certain. If it's Howard, that's not good. I think that's Shannon Howard.
I think it is Shannon.
With 4 seconds to go, ball will be at the 7-yard line. I tell you, Matt, let's I thought Howard's about to get back up. Might be a sprained ankle.
Yeah, it looks like he's holding it like maybe it turned, which it would make sense coming down from a big jump.
But I tell you, Matt, 45-0, 4 seconds to go. That's the ball's at the 7-yard line. That was an amazing catch by Phoenix Whitney.
Oh, it was a great catch. Absolutely. 100% fantastic catch because we defended it very well.
Sure did. Goodness gracious. I mean, there's not any better way to cover that. Hey, and give Plumlee credit on the throw.
Yeah.
He was flushed almost from the get-go. Greenbrier's front three are wreaking havoc on the line of scrimmage. It was Shannon Howard, I do believe, and he is hobbling off the field, at least able to see him get up on his own power.
Yeah, I hope it's just a sprain or something that he can heal up pretty quick. We've got Alma at home next week. So
no, that's not right. P Ridge.
And then Alma. I think that's right. I'm on the road. Yeah, P Ridge at home, then I'm on the road. So hopefully he can
Let's just pull that up.
Hopefully he can get healed up here pretty quick.
Sure.
And he's walking on his own now. That's good to see. So that tells you there's nothing broken, nothing dislocated. Something's probably twisted, and which is very nagging and very painful. But glad to see him walking on his own feet. Not having to be carried. So P Ridge and then Farmington at home, then Alma on the road. Okay.
Bologna for the season finale.
Yeah, that's right.
That's going to be a highlight game for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here we go.
Here we go.
4 seconds. This should be the last play of the half. Harrison trying to punch it in. Greenbrier's defense trying to keep him with 0 on the board. Here we go. Plumlee in the shotgun formation gets a snap looking left. Clock expires. He's got a man open. That's a touchdown. So that's a big breath of fresh air for Harrison to get that. This clock will expire, and Harrison scores the first time tonight.
Can't keep the mercy rule from running in the second half.
Why is that?
Because it's 38 or 35, isn't it?
Yeah, but 45 minus 7 should be 38, right?
Yeah, so 35 is the rule.
But it's more than 35, right?
Yeah.
So the mercy – oh, they can't keep it from stopping.
Right.
Oh, I thought you were saying it won't be a mercy rule. Gotcha. Turnage on to attempt the extra point. It is up, and it is good. Or that's not turnage.
No, that's not turnage. You shouldn't be that excited about them kicking an extra point, JB.
Well, that's going to send it into the halftime line. I think it was Plumlee who kicked the extra point, 45-7. But you're right, Matt. It was all Greenbrier in the first half. The mercy rule will begin in the second half. And, I mean, just give those at home before we head to the break just how dominant this first half was for Greenbrier.
We feel good about our offense anytime they're on the field. But even coming to a big game like this, we know we haven't been tested on offense like we would have been tonight, expectedly. That's what we expected to see. But Greenbrier comes out and scores quick on a play that looked like might have got a little lucky on.
Sure.
But then here comes the defense, and we pin them back. We get the ball. We score right after that on a dart to Carter. And then since then, man, the defense has just dominated. We've scored and scored and scored. Cooper's been accurate. He's thrown several touchdown passes. He's ran one in. And then Eli Weaver picks one and takes it to the house. Special teams has pinned them every time except the last drive. They got to about the 25, nothing major. Yep. And then, of course, they score here before half on I hate to call it a fluke because it was a good play, but at the same time, that's not a high percentage catch down there on the 46-yard line.
Right.
So, but hey, 45-7. Nobody in this world would have thought this coming in tonight, but we'll sure take it. And let's check our sponsors real quick before we get into our halftime show.
Sounds good. We'll be right back. Stick with us.
Choose First Security. Banking is just the beginning. Here, we take care of each other, making the community we all share even stronger, so people in Arkansas can build a life, buy a home, run a business, and more. Strength in numbers and neighbors. It's another way First Security helps Arkansas bank better. And it's why you should call on us today. First Security, bank better.
Insurance policies can be confusing. Oftentimes you settle for the minimum coverage required without considering what truly needs to be protected. At American Safeguard Insurance, our job is to make sure you understand exactly what you need. We'll help protect your assets and get you the best price so you have peace of mind when it matters most. Whether it's actively looking for savings or gaps in coverage, we forge personal relationships necessary to give you confidence that you're covered no matter what the situation. Don't wait for the worst-case scenario to find out if you're covered. Experience more coverage, more savings, and more service with American Safeguard Insurance.
What do you do when you have electrical problems? Need new electrical installation? Or need to add security and datacom to your home or office? I tell you what I do. I call Graham Brothers Electric Security and Datacom, a family-owned and ran business with over 70 years combined experience, specializing in residential, commercial, and industrial service. No matter the job, how big or small, just give them a call at 501-679-3393. Graham Brothers Electric Security and Datacom. They'll keep the lights on.
Hello, this is Freeman Collier with Collier Roofing, right here in Greenbrier, Arkansas. We are a master certified roofing company. We do shingle roofing, metal roofing, and seamless gutters. If there's a project you have coming up, please call us at 501-733-5163. Go Panthers!
Come into Steak and Shake for the original steak burger, steak burgers, and milkshakes. Yep, it's all right there in the name. Steak and Shake. Get them delivered.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank all of our sponsors for their continued support. First Security Bank, American Safeguard Insurance, Graham Brothers Electric Security and Datacom, Steak and Shake, Collier Roofing, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Bleacher Bling, John Simone Bank of England, Chef Lynn's, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Oxygen 8 Hyperbarics, and the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier.
Well, we were back here inside of Garrison Stadium in Harrison, and I'll tell you, they've taken really good care of us here in Harrison, man.
Man, they have. It was good talking to their Booster Club president. She has been awesome. You know, as soon as we got here, she said, we got food coming. We're going to take care of you. Drinks are here. Food's be over here. Jimmy John's got cookies. And just right now at halftime, you know, she's like, y'all are beating us bad. And, you know, we you know, told her, you know, well, we're playing
out of our
minds right now. And they've got some guys that are hurt. And so she said after that Farmington, you know, lost that, I think they've struggled a little bit.
Well, I'll tell you, Greenbrier's looked like a different football team tonight. As we were trying to go out and find some of the stats from the coaches, weren't able to get anything of that. But I do have the scoring summary, so I'll go ahead and get into that before we kind of get into this halftime show. Greenbrier started out, Matt. They got the football first. Harrison won the toss and deferred. And Greenbrier, after a minute and 12 seconds, punched it into the end zone on their opening drive. Thatcher Strack, a 48-yard touchdown pass, which quite honestly was tipped up in the air. It was kind of a fluke play.
It was, you know, the kid made a good read. He jumped the route a little bit. He just couldn't quite get up there, and he just got his tips on it.
Right.
And so it just tips it up enough, and Thatcher's still there.
Great concentration.
Yeah, he catches it, and then, of course, there's nobody behind him. He goes in the end zone.
48 yards touchdown. That made it 7-0. Greenbrier forced a 3-and-out, got the ball back. and then a 63-yard touchdown pass to McElhaney with 8:32 to go in the opening quarter. Literally 3.5 minutes were off the clock in the game, and Greenbrier's up 14-0.
Let me tell you, that was a dart. You know, Cooper ran that sideline route, and I think he kind of did a little hitch because that corner kind of stopped.
Yep.
And when he did, you know, if you give Carter any space at all,
he'll make you pay.
Yeah, and he
certainly
did.
did.
And a bullet from Coop to put it right on the dime, hit him in the chest.
Then right after that, Dawson Spencer had a pick over around midfield. Greenbrier had the ball right back and then tried on a 3rd and 2, tried for the end zone. And I'll tell you, it was a great play by the Harrison cornerback, or the safety. It was great coverage, probably just was too tightly covered, but he made a nice diving play to intercept the football.
He did. You know, it was one of those deals. We were being uber aggressive because when you're the away team coming into a game like this, some people are picking you to lose. You're on the road. You're being aggressive because you're already up 14. You just kind of want to go for the jugular a little bit, and especially you got them turned over, and wasn't a bad throw, wasn't a bad play. It's 3rd and 2.
No, it wasn't.
Just, you know, it tipped. He was able to tip the ball up in the air, and he was the only one there to catch it.
And I'll be honest, again, just kind of touching base on that, it really was not a bad thrown ball. It was just a great play by the defender.
It really was.
You know, I made the mistake of saying Cooper hadn't thrown an interception all year, jinxed him. However,
yes, Sean got you before the game.
He did, man, and I'm eating it now. But I will say, now that's over with, there's no way to break that streak.
This was a good night to throw it.
No kidding. No,
it sure was offset by all the other.
That's right.
I wish I had the halftime stats.
Yep, and so right after that, Harrison got the football after the interception. They punted the ball again. Greenbrier, in the second quarter, a 31-yard touchdown pass to Jacob Mathis on a big 4th down in about 6 yards, a 31-yard touchdown pass to Mathis.
I thought that was maybe the best throw of the night until the one.
That's coming up a little bit later.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, that one he threw to Jacob, though, I mean, it was right on the mark. He's beautiful at throwing that corner route away from his body, and Jacob had great concentration to reel it in and then also stay in bounds for that last 2 yards.
He did. Tiptoed to the sideline
right.
and tucked it in for the end zone. That made it 21-0 Greenbrier in the second quarter, and I tell you, it was all Greenbrier in the first half. Greenbrier forced another punt. They got the football back. They were stifled a little bit, but that got Bradley Turnage an opportunity, and he drained a 30-yard field goal. Made it look easy.
Love it. Love seeing him do well.
That made it 24-0, Matt. Then after that, they fumbled the football. Greenbrier recovered a fumble at the 48-yard line. Very next play, Cooper Wilcox took it 47 yards to literally the half-yard line.
I really think that pylon's still knocked over. I really think he scored. I texted Matt. Me and Matt had been texting back and forth. I said, dude, Cope scored on that run. Of course, then the next play he does. He walked in.
1 yard. That was exactly right. The next play was a 1-yard touchdown run. That made it 31-0. Greenbrier got him to punt it again. And Reed Nixon with a 39-yard touchdown reception made it 38-0.
That was the throw.
Man.
That just absolutely.
Wilcox was on the run, flushed to the right, off his back foot, threw it 39 yards for a touchdown.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
And really probably further than that because he's throwing it 4 or 5 yards.
That's right. That's right. That made it a 38-0 ball game. Harrison punted once more. Greenbrier got it. It was it wasn't a punt. It was a 44-yard interception by Eli Weaver. Picked it off, took it to the house, a pick six from Weaver. That made it 45-0, and it would have stayed 45-0 had Harrison not scored on the very last play of the first half with 4 seconds to go. A 6-yard touchdown pass from Logan Plummer.
A great catch. Right with 4 seconds left, down on about the 6-7 yard line, and then with 4 seconds left, they're able to get it out wide on a little pass in the flat, and just kind of walk it in.
And that was the score that would head into the halftime locker room.
Going to come out second half with the clock running.
That's right. Mercy rules in effect, 45-7, Greenbrier the lead. We're about 10 minutes away from the second half. We're going to hit a break. We'll come back. We'll continue the halftime.
Choose First Security. Banking is just the beginning. Here, we take care of each other, making the community we all share even stronger. so people in Arkansas can build a life, buy a home, run a business, and more. Strength in numbers and neighbors. It's another way First Security helps Arkansas bank better. And it's why you should call on us today. First Security, bank better.
Insurance policies can be confusing. Oftentimes you settle for the minimum coverage required without considering what truly needs to be protected. At American Safeguard Insurance, our job is to make sure you understand exactly what you need. We'll help protect your assets and get you the best price so you have peace of mind when it matters most. Whether it's actively looking for savings or gaps in coverage, we forge personal relationships necessary to give you confidence that you're covered no matter what the situation. Don't wait for the worst-case scenario to find out if you're covered. Experience more coverage, more savings, and more service with American Safeguard Insurance.
What do you do when you have electrical problems? Need new electrical installation? Or need to add security and datacom to your home or office? I tell you what I do. I call Graham Brothers Electric Security and Datacom, a family-owned and ran business with over 70 years combined experience, specializing in residential, commercial, and industrial service. No matter the job, how big or small, just give them a call at 501-679-3393. Graham Brothers Electric Security and Datacom. They'll keep the lights on.
Hello, this is Freeman Collier with Collier Roofing, right here in Greenbrier, Arkansas. We are a master certified roofing company. We do shingle roofing, metal roofing, and seamless gutters. If there's a project you have coming up, please call us at 501-733-5163. Go Panthers!
Come into Steak and Shake for the original steak burger, steak burgers, and milkshakes. Yep, it's all right there in the name. Steak and Shake. Get them delivered.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank all of our sponsors for their continued support. First Security Bank, American Safeguard Insurance, Graham Brothers Electric Security and Datacom, Steak and Shake, Collier Roofing, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Bleacher Bling, John Simone Bank of England, Chef Lynn's, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Oxygen 8 Hyperbarics, and the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier.
And we're back here inside of Garrison Stadium in Harrison. Greenbrier's really just rolling. You know, for those of us you just joining us, 45-7 the score at the half. It's been all Panthers. And this is a game that has been anticipated, Matt, to be one of the toughest games of the season. It was going to be a showdown here in Harrison, and Greenbrier has just played unbelievably good tonight.
Man, JB, you're not lying there. I mean, they've just came out and really kind of punched him in the mouth and shell-shocked him, and they haven't been able to recover.
Sure. And you know, no knock on our offense because our offense has played extremely well. But our defense –
our offense we just expect.
That's right. That's exactly right. But our defense – it's the story of the game. There's no question about it. Our defense has played out of their minds tonight.
And you know, it feels like we kind of make it sound like our defense has been bad this year, which they have not
That's
at
right.
all.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Not at
We've
all.
been good. It's just at times we haven't been able to stop the run, and then at times we've been, we've been beat deep. But most of the time we get beat deep, it looks like there's maybe a miscommunication. Somebody missed a assignment. But they come out here tonight, man, and they are hitting on all cylinders. Everybody's doing their job and doing it well.
You know, I tell you, it's just it's looking at this Harrison team. I was talking to Kevin Ponder. We're talking about the game just now, actually, and this Harrison team's 4-1. We're 5-0. Coming into this, you think, wow, this is going to be a tough game. And don't get me wrong, this Harrison team is really good. Greenbrier has played just out of their minds. I mean, it's so fun to see this, and I know it sounds redundant as much as we bring this up, but it's just been kind of a surprise, a huge breath of fresh air. There's no doubt about that, Matt.
And I'll say this. So after last week was kind of ugly. But, my goodness, it rained the entire time. And so you can't look at a game. Because, what's easy to do is you think, okay, so Bologna had Clarksville down 47-0 at the half. And we just can't really put them away like they did. And we're not able to do what we normally do. Well, rain is the great equalizer. But we come out this week. And, I mean, like you look at us right now, and you talk about having confidence in a team after what we've seen this first half. I mean, I feel great about this Panther team.
Certainly. With 3:15 left to go into the second half, Matt, why don't you just go ahead and give us a little bit of look at the scores around the state?
Sure. So Conway, in a big game with Cabot, we had them at 2-3. Cabot 2, Conway 3. I picked Cabot to upset them. But, man, it turns out Conway didn't think it was an upset because it's 37-14 Cats at the half.
Wow.
They are rolling over there. Let me tell you, they're playing at a high level right now. Of course, that's 7A. I'll look here at some of our 5A and some of the other games that are maybe shocking, like BB beating Parkview 17-6 at the half. Russellville and Lake Hamilton are tied at 20-20. That Lake Hamilton team has been unreal. Let's see here. The biggest surprise of the night
is this game right here.
Other than this one, is that Pulaski Academy and Whitehall are tied at 21.
Wow.
That Whitehall team is awfully good this year. Batesville's rolling. Batesville team that we really handled. They're beating Forest City 39-0 at halftime. They're beating Valley View 14-3. Camden Fairview beating Magnolia 14-12. Magnolia had a really rough start this year, but really been coming on as late. Camden Fairview's undefeated, really playing well.
Yeah.
Clarksville, Alma's beating Clarksville at halftime 14-0. Farmington beating Morrilton 3-0 at halftime.
Unbelievable. That's just a unique score.
It really is. And you saw what happened last year to Farmington. They kind of got hyped up a little bit after beating Harrison, but that Harrison win, I mean, Harrison had them manhandled in the first half and just had a bunch of bad breaks, block punts, interceptions. So last year, Bologna put it on Farmington, and then it looks like tonight they're struggling with a Morton team that we know is down. Bologna's beating Pea Ridge 28-0 at the half. Pea Ridge really down this year. That's pretty much everybody in our conference.
Yep.
Let's see here. Any other games of interest?
Yeah.
Arkadelphia beating Fountain Lake 21-7. Ashtown beating Malvern 7-0. Robinson, the Senators are beating the Nashville Scrappers 42-0 at the half.
Robinson's good.
They really are. It's going to be probably them and Shiloh Christian at the end, depending on how Boonville and Paris is looking good too. Harding Academy's rolling 35-0 over Riverview at the half. Boonville's rolling over Mayflower. Paris beating Baptist Prep. Another one that's really shocking for people that keep up with other classifications is that Centerpoint is beating Prescott 21-12 at the half. That Prescott team has been really, really impressive. But Centerpoint has too. It was kind of like Prescott's probably the best team in the state. Centerpoint's the second best in the conference, and top 5, 6, 7 maybe. But right now they're showing that they might be better than that. And that's pretty much it, man. That kind of covers most of the state.
And we apologize for not being able to get any stats for you.
Yeah, we normally do. I don't think the coaches are up here with us, or maybe on our side of the press box.
Well, we take a back seat from everybody.
That's right. Old boys at the GPS in.
Poor pitiful us.
But hey, don't forget. Hootens.com going with Harrison over Greenbrier by 3. Meow, what do you think of that?
Oh, gosh.
Huh?
Man,
Huh?
I can't with you, man. That's awesome. Well, thinking about this Harrison team, for me coming into this, it's kind of a toss-up. You thought, okay, they're playing on the road. Harrison's awfully good. Yeah, they're down a couple of guys, but you just really don't know. I mean, I would say this. Greenbrier's played good. They've looked great. They've looked good at times. They've looked great. They've had average nights on certain things. Tonight they have been just dialing it in on all cylinders. They are clicking on all cylinders tonight, Matt. I mean, they look like a different team than we've seen. They're just so good.
Yeah, absolutely. We in our podcast we kind of we do a rankings each week, top 10, and we've kind of got Greenbrier in that 5 and 6 spot. Them in Bologna, you got PA, you got Whitehall, you got Christian, you got Wynn, Camden, Fairview. But watching them play tonight,
they got to be number one now. No, I'm kidding.
but they got to be in the conversation for that top 2 or 3. They really do. Whitehall's got a really special defense this year. PA is just always unbelievable.
When you're in the talks with a team like PA, you're in great company because they've just got a system working for them down there. It's just really, really good. Greenbrier's got a special team this year. We're seeing it play out here on the Stripes. Greenbrier's up 45-7, Matt, and we're just about set for the second half. And Harrison and Greenbrier are out onto the field. The mercy rule is in effect, so now the clock will continue to roll here in the second half. It won't stop except for, I guess, timeouts, and I'm trying to think what else it would stop for. Now, this mercy rule –
it's always different, man. It's I know there is a rule, a set of rules, but it just never seems to always be the same. Sometimes it stops at scores. It stops at quarters and timeouts. I don't know.
Turnage with the kickoff, though. It'll be out of bounds, and Harrison will not have a return. It'll be kicked out of bounds. That'll be a penalty, and Harrison will set up shop at their own 35-yard line here to start the second half.
I'm going to click the quarter to 3, and we are officially in the second half.
We are now in the – because you did that, now we're in the second half.
That's right. We just made it official, boys.
Well, it's been a fun night of football. We thank you so much for joining us here on the broadcast here at Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network. I'm J.B. Brazil. Alongside me, Matt McJunkins, Mike Bowen running the camera, and Matt's also running the sling and keeping all the graphics up to date. Shotgun Plumlee here on the first drive of the second half. Beck Jones will have it. He'll rumble out to the 43-yard line. A big run there. Excuse me, that was actually Phoenix Whitney with the run for the Golden Goblins. It'll be about an 8-yard carry, and it brings up 2nd down and 2. Clock continuing to roll because of the mercy rule. 11:35 to play in the third quarter. Pistol formation for Plumlee. Gets a snap. He gives it off to the tailback again, trying to stiff.
Whoa, what did he call penalty on?
That might have been a face mask. It might have been.
I thought he grabbed him in the jersey. I think I'm wrong. But I just got excited because I thought, man, that was a great tackle. But then when I saw the expression of the of Hargrave there, I think he thinks he got him in the face mask too.
Yeah, Hargrave got. Quite honestly, Matt, it's so hard to see from up here.
It is
because I'm with you.
I thought, man, what a great tackle. Then I realized it.
15-yard face mask. That's an automatic first down, and Harrison's into Greenbrier territory. It hadn't happened a whole lot tonight.
No, Hargrave did a good job of being back there and breaking on the runner.
That's really not a bad. I mean, it stinks as a penalty, but it's great defense from Hargrave, aside from grabbing the mask. Pistol for Plumlee, gives it off up the middle to Whitley. He's going to get into the 45 to the 44, back to the original line of scrimmage, and that is about it.
Eli Weaver.
Big tackle there for Weaver. Whitney didn't have a whole lot there, and it brings up 2nd down and 10. Ball's right down the middle, in between both the left and right hashes. 2nd and 10. Plumlee will be in the pistol formation. Whitney's lined up as the tailback. He gets a snap and play action. Rolling right. Got time. Throwing going to be broken up.
Job. Is that Nick? No,
that was Keaton
Whitley.
That's Keaton Whitley on the coverage. He broke up the pass to A. Bestis. And Greenbrier forcing a 3rd down and long. And Harrison just trying to get this first down.
So good job by Keaton Whitley in there, with
Howard
being out right now with the injury. Keaton comes in there and makes a huge play right there. Third down.
Third down and long. Shotgun formation for Plumlee. The tailback is Tristan Thompson. Plumlee's going to throw. They bring the box. He's in trouble. On the move. Throwing deep right side. It's going to be incomplete. Oh,
they're not going to call that, are they?
They're going to say caught it.
I thought that skipped, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, replay would be able to show.
If I had that going on.
Well, it's a bummer. There's probably people at home. It doesn't matter. They called it a catch, so it really doesn't matter whether it was
or
wasn't.
When the game's over, you can go back and replay.
That's right. Third quarter.
I sure ain't got it.
1st and 10, Harrison at the 20. It was a mighty good throw and a mighty good catch if it indeed was one. Plumlee will give it off to the tailback. Right side, he is hit in the backfield and dropped by Gabe Rowe again. Rowe's been electric on that line, hasn't he?
He's had a great night tonight. Last week he was on that side that had the heavy offense against him.
Right.
And just really, had people coming at him left and right. And tonight he is just showed out.
2nd down and 10, balls on the right hash at their own 22-yard line. Plumlee gets a snap, looking to throw, rolling left. Lobs it up back of the end zone. They're probably
that was
incomplete.
Well, it wasn't catchable, but he should not.
Well, and the only reason I say that is I thought they were going to throw a flag.
I did too,
because he had to hit him early. But the problem is it wasn't a catchable ball.
It was deep.
But and no knock on high school refs, but sometimes you'll see that. You will see them throw the flag even if it's not catchable and it frustrates you. So I was anticipating that.
I was too, JB. I was.
3rd down and 10, though, again for Harrison, and it just in all kinds of trouble. Clock's continuing to roll with 8:17 to play in the 3rd quarter. Shotgun for Plumlee. Braden Long's in the backfield with him. Twins to both the left and right sides. Gets a snap. Now he's in trouble. Throwing right. Ball's tipped and nearly intercepted. Mathis broke it up. Brings up 4th and long.
Jacob nearly picked that. He's mad at himself right now. Good job, though, on breaking it up, forcing this 4th down. They're in position. You're going to go for it. I mean, you're down 38 points.
4th and 10. You're right. There's nothing to lose. You got to score. 7:40 to go. Clock's rolling. Clock's gonna roll pretty fast with the continuous clock.
Yeah, we're already almost halfway through the quarter.
That's right. Shotgun Plumlee empty setback. Twins to the right side. Trips to the left. Greenbrier showing blitz. Now they rush 4. He's in trouble. Pocket collapses and they sack him back at the 34. Nick Hewitt, Jacob Mathis. It was Hewitt who brought him down, and Greenbrier will have the football after the turnover on downs here in the 2nd half.
I tell you what, that poor Plumlee kid is just really getting battered tonight, and he is a warrior. He's out there fighting, but this Greenbrier defense is just terrorizing.
Greenbrier rushed 5, and I tell you, Plumlee almost from the time he snapped the ball was running for his life.
Let me tell you, this is the first time we've seen this kind of blitz from our defense this year.
1st and 10, Greenbrier at their own 34 as they'll set up shop for their first drive of the 2nd half. It's a 45-7 Greenbrier lead, trying to keep it rolling. Pistol formation, Wilcox. Twins to the left side, single receiver to the right. Wilcox tries the hard count. Now he gets a snap. He'll give it off. Nice move, Spencer, in the backfield. Makes a man miss across the 40. He's rumbling to the 41. He gets pushed near the 1st down marker. They're going to rule him down to the 43. He'll be a yard shy, but Dawson Spencer with a hard run. 6:16 to play in the 3rd quarter, and the clock's rolling.
Good run by Dawson. Great first move right there.
Sure did.
He had a guy, he was dead to rights in the backfield.
2nd down, and we'll call it a yard. Right at about a yard. Pistol formation, Wilcox. Twins to the right, split. Single receiver, split into the boundary. Spencer's in the backfield. Wilcox gets a snap. Gives it off to Spencer. Trying to get a yard. He's got it. Ends across the 45. They'll rule him down at the 47-yard line. That moves the sticks. 5:35 clock rolling, and Greenbrier's they're just keeping it going, man. They're playing really well. 45
You know,
to 7.
really like to see that the defense came out in the second half, not you know, kind of like came out ready to hit. And you saw them going off the field there after that fourth down. They were fired up.
They were fired up. Pistol formation. Cooper Wilcox on a 1st and 10 at the ball's at their own 47. Wilcox with Spencer in the backfield. Trying to let that clock roll down. Gets a snap. Gives it off to Spencer. He's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage, and he'll get about a half yard. Not a whole lot after that.
Much.
That's tough. You know, Harrison was anticipating the run.
Yeah, you know, it's clear that we're not out here trying to score 50 or 70 points. You know, we're not. We could be trying to throw it downfield, and we're not.
Sure. Shows you a little bit of who Coach Tribble is and his character a little bit. Doesn't try to run up the score a lot. And Matt, you're killing me, man.
I just like to make it fun up here.
4 minutes and 22 seconds to go in the third quarter. Twins split to both the left and right sides. Ball's on the left hash. Wilcox gets the snap, hands it off, but the play's going to be blown dead. Might have been a false start or a delay of game.
Could have been a delay of game.
And it's going to be a false start.
I saw the clock was at 0.
So that's going to bring up second down at about 15. Does the clock stop here, or do they begin the play
it
once?
Shouldn't. It did.
They may start the clock once they move the ball.
They may do it.
We'll see what the call is. Yep, the clock started again now. 4:09 to play, clock rolling. And Greenbrier on a 2nd and 15, up 45 to 7 here in Harrison. Shotgun for Wilcox. Twins to both the left and right sides for Wilcox.
Letting that play clock run.
7 seconds to play, or 7 seconds on the play clock. Now it's down to 3. Wilcox the snap. He'll give it off to the right side. Is that Jackson Hart across
Jackson
the
Hart.
50? He's trying to carry it forward. He'll get out to the 48-yard line before they bring him down.
That's a great run by Jackson Harp. He hit that hole hard.
That was a great run, Jackson Harp. They'll gain, darn near 10 yards on the carry.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give him 9 yards. It'll bring up 3rd down and 6.
You know, we'll probably, if we don't get a first down, you'll probably see us punt. But I'd kind of like to see us go. I'd like to see us score 50 points tonight. I would.
Well, sure. Who wouldn't? 3:12 to go, clock rolling. Shotgun for Wilcox. Jackson Harp's in the backfield with him. Wilcox letting that play clock roll down again. Under 7 seconds. It's 5 seconds now. Wilcox draws the hard count. Now he gets a snap. He'll give it off to Harp, right side, trying to get to the edge. He's going to be near a first down. He lunges forward, gets a pretty good spot. That'll be a first down for Greenbrier, and it moves the chains. 2:44 to go. Big, hard run there from Jackson Harp. How about it?
Great run, especially that second effort to get the first down.
Harp's is a shifty back. He's got really –
hadn't seen him much this year,
no,
you know.
But he moves well.
He does.
1st and 10, Greenbrier. Ball's at the 42 of Harrison.
You know, you got to have speed to play cornerback.
You do.
So, obviously, he's got the speed. But, man, yeah, fun watching him run the ball a little bit.
Shotgun formation, Wilcox. Harp's in the backfield with him. He gets a snap. Gives it off to Harp. Jukes a man at the line of scrimmage. He'll lunge forward to about the 39-yard line. It's a 3-yard carry for Harp.
Yeah.
Brings up 2nd down and 7 with 2:05 to play in the third quarter. That clock is just milking its way down.
We're just going to run it down through the third quarter and into the fourth. And, you know, we may score, and that might be it, you know.
Goodness gracious. Wilcox looking to the sideline for the signal.
Have you noticed on every single one of these run plays, they've had somebody on Wilcox?
Just to make sure you got to.
After he hands it off.
Just to make sure.
They've got somebody on him after he hands it off every play.
He hides it well. He's a great quarterback. Pistol formation. Play clock's rolling down. He gets a snap. He'll give it off right side. Got room. First down. Inside the 20. Rumbling inside the 15. That's Matthew Garrett. He'll get all the way down inside the red zone, down to the 11-yard line. How about that old line? Parting the Red Sea. Garrett took it for about, trying to think, that was about a 26-yard run.
JB, I think I could have run through that hole. Not near that fast, though.
Well, you might be surprised. I heard you used to run a 4.8 or 4.7 in college.
Many years ago.
Emphasis on the many. You just keep saying it. I bet it wasn't all that long ago, Matt.
It was a long time ago, JB.
50 seconds to go in the third quarter. Shotgun for Cooper Wilcox. Matthew Garrett's in the backfield with him and move him to the left side. Gets a snap, gives it to Garrett, right side, and he'll be hitting the backfield. He'll lose about a half yard. That might be the final play of the third quarter. We'll see if Greenbrier wants to snap it once more.
Nah, I doubt they do.
45-7, Greenbrier's got the lead. Wilcox looking to the sideline, and I really don't think they're going to snap it again. You're right, Matt. Looks like Wilcox is walking towards the sideline. Doesn't appear to be as if we're going to snap it again in the third quarter. And, indeed, that will be the final play of the quarter, Matt. 3 quarters of football are in the books, Matt. It is 45-7 Greenbrier. They've looked great, and even here in the second half, continuing to play hard.
Turn that jukebox on, baby.
That's right. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank all of our sponsors for their continued support. First Security Bank, American Safeguard Insurance, Graham Brothers Electric Security and Datacom, Steak and Shake, Collier Roofing, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Bleacher Bling, John Simone Bank of England, Chef Lynn's, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Oxygen 8 Hyperbarics, and the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier.
And we're back here getting set to start the fourth quarter of football here in Greenbrier, or here in Harrison.
Hey,
Greenbrier's.
it's not fourth yet. I got to click it.
Oh, sorry. And
It's
now
now
the
the
fourth
fourth
quarter has begun. Matt, goodness, it's been fun. You had running this show. You've made it look easy.
Well, it's been a lot of fun. I got to admit, I've enjoyed doing it. I have.
Well, you've done a great job.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
And I think everyone at home would agree. If they aren't, you can text me, and I'll make sure to relay the message.
You know, if I did it for a couple more years, I'd probably be able to get the replay in there.
Second down and 11 here to start this fourth quarter. Wilcox will give it off to Garrett up the middle. He won't get much. As a matter of fact, he might get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that should bring up third down and 10.
Boy, right now I would pop it with Wilcox because they do not think he's going to keep it. It was wide open right there.
Yeah, it was. And for a second, because we're so far back and the windows are tinted a little bit, it's hard to see if he hands it off or not. For a second, I thought he did keep it.
Yeah, it is.
There's been a couple times that the defense has been fooled, and so have I.
Certainly.
And there's been times the defense has not been fooled.
And there goes Cooper out of the game.
Yeah. Wilcox exiting. Believe that is Kane Griffin coming on.
Don't be shocked to see Kane keep it.
Kane may even go to the air. We'll see. Shotgun formation. Matthew Garrett's back there with him. 11-12 to go in the football game. QB keep Griffin left side. Get the block. Trying to get to the edge. Inside the 10. Down to the 5. Near the first down marker. He'll be shy by about a couple of yards. Obviously, the clock is continuing to roll. Under 11 minutes to go in the football game. Greenbrier's up 45-7. Just trying to punch it in once more.
I think we go punch it in right here. Field goal doesn't do anything for you. You know.
Except for give your kicker some game time experience.
Nah, he got that the first time.
That's all he needed, right? Fourth down and a short, man, that's about 1.5 yards. Fourth down and a long yard. We'll give it a short 2.
We're about 3, aren't we?
Well, we're about to see. Kane
no,
Griffin pistol. Gets a snap, gives it off to Garrett up the middle. He's going to have near a first down. He lunges forward. He got it. He might be in the – he's just short of the end zone. But that's a first down for Matthew Garrett. That's about the 1 yard line. You know, when we get to this angle, it's really hard to tell where the first down marker is.
I can't tell. It looks like they might be going to measure that. I thought it was clear, but I can't tell where the marker is. It looks like it's on about the 2, but –
I'm not sure.
they're going to mark it.
They're going to bring
I'm sorry,
the
Mark, they're going
chains.
to measure it.
Wow. And again, I have no room to say it. It's just so hard to see from this angle.
They're so far off of the sideline.
Yeah. We're going to see what the look and the call is.
It's short.
It's going to be short. So he didn't get it. So, wow, that's interesting because the way it looked like the first down was going to be was around the 13-yard line, so the 3, but it's down near the 1. I mean, almost inside the 1.
Yeah.
Great hard run there from Matthew Garrett. Unfortunately for us, we thought it was going to be a first down, so we apologize for getting your hopes up. Now, if you're Harrison, you're pinned back deep, right at your own 1-yard line. Not a fun place to be.
No, it's not.
Looks like a lot of our second-string guys are coming. Well, not really.
Yeah, there's several.
Dawson Spencer, there's quite a few of them, but there's still some starters out there. They're going to give it off to the tailback, going left side. He gets around the edge. He'll get across the 5 to the 10-yard line. That's about a 9-yard carry. So it'll bring up second down in the yard. So it is. Does it not look like the first down is at the 13-yard line?
I think it's at the 12. It's so far back off.
But the ball's inside the 10. That's why I'm confused. Either way, it's second down and short.
Yeah.
They say it's a yard, but it looks more like 3. They'll go right side here. Trying to get to the edge. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard. We got a flag. Oh, boy. Now there's some punches being thrown. That's not good.
Out of the game.
Goodness gracious.
That kid, that is unbelievable. He would not be on my football team anymore. He would be gone for good.
That's not a good thing. There's 2 flags were thrown. I'm not sure if it was originally on a Greenbrier player.
Well, he's clearly ejected.
Yeah, that's
can't throw a punch.
No, that's not. That's unfortunate for them. It's a tough night. It's Chippy.
Yeah.
They're frustrated.
He would not be on my football team anymore. You go get ready for basketball season, 74.
45-7, Greenbrier the lead. 2 flags are down. We'll see what the call is. I'm not sure who the 2 guys were getting tangled up there, but
I didn't see who he was on top of.
Yeah, I didn't either. Certainly didn't either.
They're going to call one on us.
Sure, probably that's where the beginning started. I think that's what the initial flag was after the play was over, maybe a personal foul, but yeah, that's going to be on him as well for Harrison. So
he's got to be ejected.
You would think, but again, I don't know the specific rules on it. The referees are conferring on that, but those penalties should offset, correct?
Yeah, they'll offset, but there should be an ejection on 74. I just hope they don't eject our player just because.
Yeah, that's tough. And, it's late in the game, 9:14 to go in the football game. Harrison, they're frustrated. The kid's frustrated. It's tough.
Why are they marking off yardage, though, is what I want to know.
They're going to mark him back. Interesting.
Oh, I think they got a hold on them, too.
Gotcha. So the personal foul was on both players, and then the hold. That'll pin them back. And then there's another penalty. There was 3.
He's ejected. Good.
Yep.
All right, good. Get him out of there. You can't act like that in football. Not in high school football.
They'll push him back to the 2-yard line. Wow, that's some crazy turn of events. Greenbrier's pushed him, and I think it's going to be 3rd down and long here now.
It is.
Boy, it's always difficult in those situations, to kind of stay focused and figure out what's going on. And, for me, I'm watching the ball. I really didn't see much of what was going on kind of on the side there. And it's just –
Did you see the afterward?
I did. Yeah. I did see what happened afterwards. And, again, emotions are flaring. Got a little outside of himself. And
yep, he's going to the house. He is leaving the stadium, boys.
So Greenbrier's pinned him back. It'll be second down. They'll replay that down with 9:01 to go. Clock is rolling now. Second down and 9 at their own 2-yard line. So after that, all the dust has settled. Shotgun rolling Plumlee. Looking deep. Right side got a man block. That's probably going to be a pass interference. And that's the right call.
It is. He did. He grabbed him.
And I'm not going to lie. That's not necessarily a bad flag because Block was probably going to take that to the house.
Oh, he was. Yep. He had him beat.
That's going to be an automatic first down there on the penalty. 8:45 to go. It'll be pass interference on Greenbrier. Block with a big Block with a good route there. Got behind his defender and drew the pass interference. That'll be an automatic first down. What, a 15-yard penalty, correct?
Yes, it is.
So 15. Ball will be placed at the 18-yard line now, still on their own side of the field, but it's 1st and 10. And I'll tell you, these last few minutes have seemed to drag on a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Penalties obviously will do that.
My Dairy Queen Blizzard we were going to get after the game is not coming as quick as it was supposed to.
Shotgun formation for Harrison. 1st and 10 at their own 18. Gets a snap, fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Right side, got a man. It'll be complete at the 37-yard line. That's a nice catch. That was a good catch for
Good job
Van.
by Keaton Whitley on closing and making that tackle.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Van Richards with the completion, about a 19-yard catch for Van Richards of Harrison. Nice catch there from him. Plumlee with a nice throw. Moves the sticks. 1st and 10. Shotgun for Logan Plumlee. Gets a snap again. Screen pass to the right side. Got some good coverage, but great pursuit. Splits a man at the 45 across midfield, and they'll bring him down at the 49-yard line of Greenbrier, moving the sticks.
I got some people that watched that play and said when the ejection said that our player did absolutely nothing.
Wow. $7:39 to go in the football game. Pistol formation for Plumlee. Gets a snap. He'll hand it off. That's a nice run from Braden Long inside the 45. They'll wrap him up. He's just carrying tacklers out to the 41. They'll roll him out at the 42-yard line. It's about a 7-yard carry, though, and it brings up 2nd down and 3 with 7:18 to go in the football game.
You know, that's such a bad decision to act like that, and you're getting your rear end whipped, and now you put your season as a player on jeopardy.
Pistol formation again for Plumlee. Gets a snap, gives it off to Long up the middle. Got the first down inside the 35, down to around the 33-yard line. That'll move the chains again. 6:51 to go, clock rolling here in the football game. Greenbrier led 45-7 at halftime, and that's the score we still have. Looking to the sideline to get the play. I tell you, what a night for Greenbrier, isn't it, man?
Boy, it has been. I mean, just
we've had our second-string defense in all in the second half.
That's right.
They played well.
They have.
Plumlee will be in, looks like for the first time under center. I formation for Plumlee. Twins to the right side. He gets a snap. Fakes that handoff, play action. Rolling right, trying to throw to the outside. Ball's tipped. Nearly intercepted. Little thrown a little ahead of the intended receiver. That was Phoenix Whitney. Incomplete, brings up 2nd down and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They had one receiver over there, and we had 3 defenders in the area. We had it well covered.
Wasn't going to get a whole lot even if he did catch it. 5:54 to go, clock rolling in the football game. Greenbrier's going to win this.
Yep.
Quite honestly, this game might have been over at halftime.
Oh, there's no doubt. It was over. Man, it was over early. Huh.
Pistol formation for Plumlee. Twins to the right side. Gets a snap, gives it off to Long. He's been a good running back for them. Up the middle, he gets inside the 30, down to the 28-yard line. A 5-yard carry brings up 3rd down and 5. Clock
and this second-string defense has been a bend but not break. They haven't given up the big play.
No, they haven't. Clock continuing to roll. 5:15 to go in the football game. Shotgun Plumlee trips to the left side into the boundary. Gets a snap, hands it off left side. Gets some blockage. Inside the 25. He's still on his feet. Inside the 20, down to the 16. Ball might have been loose. Greenbrier jumped on it, but it's going to be recovered by Harrison at That's a first down at the 16-yard line. Or excuse me, looks like the 17-yard line, rather.
Yeah. Every time they get a first down, this announcer, he gets real into the Golden Goblin, and you look at the fans, and they're just like,
4:36 to play in the football game. Shotgun for Logan Plumley, twins to the open side. He gets a snap, play action, rolling right. Trying to find someone. Back of the end zone, got a man, and it's going to be complete. That's going to be a touchdown for Harrison. We haven't gotten the signal yet, have we? But it looks like there is no doubt, and that's a touchdown for Harrison. 45-13 the score. Nice pitch and catch there from Plumley. He got his man there into the back of the end zone. That was Talon Stevens with the reception. And a big touchdown pass there for them to make it 45-13.
Yeah. It was a good throw, good catch. They're taking advantage of young players on the field.
And the extra point is up and good. 45-14 our score. Greenbrier leads it with 4:22 to go in the football game. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank all of our sponsors for their continued support. First Security Bank, American Safeguard Insurance, Graham Brothers Electric Security and Datacom, Steak and Shake, Collier Roofing, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Bleacher Bling, John Simone Bank of England, Chef Lynn's, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Oxygen 8 Hyperbarics, and the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier.
And we're back here inside of Garrison Stadium in Harrison. Greenbrier's up 45-14. The kick-off will be taken by Nick Hewitt. He'll down it at the 28-yard line. That's where Greenbrier will set up shop here with 4:12 to go in the football game. Greenbrier's going to win it. It's just a matter of time, literally. 45-14. And the clock's rolling again with under 4 minutes to go. We want to thank you so much for joining this game tonight, man. It's been fun.
It has.
And it's just been one of those games where, early, Greenbrier was just rolling. And it's just been a lot of fun. We anticipated a really close game. Greenbrier played out of their minds all night, and that's what allowed it. It was 45-0 actually at one point. Harrison scored 14 unanswered. Well, here we go. Shotgun formation for Greenbrier. Looks like Kane Griffin's in the game. Actually, that might be Caden Brooks. We'll see.
It is Caden.
Well, it'll be Brooks. He'll give it off left side to Matthew Garrett. High steps him in at the 30. Gets about 5 yards to the 33-yard line. It'll bring up second down and 5, but that is Caden Brooks in there, the QB spot. You see Matthew Garrett, high step a guy?
Yeah, I did. I love it.
He hurdled a man at the 30, about the 30-yard line. He'll give him the 32, so it's a 4-yard carry, 2nd and 6.
So first half was 5 touchdown passes, 1 touchdown run.
I believe it was 4 touchdown passes.
Okay. 2 runs? Yeah. No. Oh, we had the pick. Yeah.
4 touchdown passes, 1 run, and 1 interception. The field goal. Shotgun for Caden Brooks, 2:51 to go in the football game. Greenbrier's trying to run down that clock. Play clock's at 3. 2, gets the snap, hands it off Garrett, and he's hitting the backfield. They blew up the play that time. He'll get back now. Might have got back to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he'll actually – well, they'll say he lost about a half yard. 3rd down and 10 now with 2:30 to go in the football game. Greenbrier just trying to milk that clock down. Play clock's at 20 with 2:17 to go. 3rd down and long here. Greenbrier's just trying to, again, milk that clock down. They can't stop the clock anyways, even if we wanted to, with the mercy rule in effect. Caden Brooks in the shotgun. Twins to both the left and right sides. Matthew Garrett's the tailback. He gets a snap. Looks like there's a flag, maybe a false start.
Yeah, it looked like it.
That'll push Greenbrier back 5. We'll see the call. Probably going to be a false start, and indeed that is the call. It'll bring up 3rd down and 15 now after the 5-yard penalty. And a minute 55 to go in the football game. Clock's about to begin rolling once more.
Yeah, we've just about got this thing done.
$1:47 to go, clock rolling. Caden Brooks looking to the sideline to get the signal, and I tell you, it's been all Greenbrier. It's been such a fun night of football. Greenbrier trying to get a first down here. 3rd and 10. Or 3rd and 15, excuse me. Brooks will hand it off to Garrett left side, hit the backfield again, and he'll lose yardage all the way back to the 16. And it'll bring up 4th down and about.
They're going to mark him up at the 20, I think.
Okay. So he will only lose about a couple.
Yeah.
Brings up 4th and about 18 yards. 1:09 to go.
I smell the pumpkin blizzard already.
Greenbrier has played what a night of football, huh?
It's been unreal, man.
Under a minute to go now. 10 seconds left on the play clock. All Greenbrier's, I mean, they're going to snap it again. They're looking at the sideline. They may take a delay of game call. I'm not sure.
They probably will. Oh, they're going to call timeout.
So Greenbrier going to call a timeout. 46 seconds to go in the football game. We'll hit a break. We'll come right back.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank all of our sponsors for their continued support. First Security Bank, American Safeguard Insurance, Graham Brothers Electric Security and Datacom, Steak and Shake, Collier Roofing, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Bleacher Bling, John Simone Bank of England, Chef Lynn's, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Oxygen 8 Hyperbarics, and the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier.
And we're back here on 4th down and long, 46 seconds to go. Nick Hewitt's on to punt the football away. Loose ball, and he'll be down at the 12. That was quick.
That was quick.
43 seconds to go.
Yeah, we watched that replay on that, and looked like.
Well, that replay was thanks to Kevin Ponder.
Okay. Yeah. So they just threw our player down, and then hit him. So we really didn't do anything on that.
Yeah, he sent me the whole video. We just watched it. I'll tell you, for those of you at home, if you ever want to video record a play and send it back so we can see it in bigger detail, that'd be awesome. So, Kevin, thank you for that. Greenbrier does turn the ball over. I guess it was a punt that was dropped. 40 seconds to go, clock rolling. Shotgun for Plumlee. Harrison trying to get into the end zone again. Rolling left for the end zone. Got a man, touchdown, and Harrison trying to make the score look a little closer with 33 seconds to go. A big touchdown pass in the corner makes it 45-20.
Yeah, they're making it look better, but there ain't no doubt this was a beat down.
Certainly was, which might work in our favor a little bit, so no one looks and thinks, oh, you know. Well, I mean, either way, I mean, we all know this game was over before halftime.
Yeah, it'll make them feel a little bit better.
The extra point for Harrison, that's a good boot.
Yeah, that was a good kick.
Right down the middle, 45-21. We're going to keep it right here with 33 seconds to go. We'll tell you.
If he could kick like an 80-yard field goal, they'd have been in business tonight.
Yeah. We're going to, once the broadcast ends, we're going to hit a break. We'll come back. We'll go over the stats and stuff quickly.
Yeah,
we'll get a long drive home.
We'll have stats. So
yeah.
We'll get our player of the game and
big play of the game, and after that, we'll wrap it up so we can get on the road and get back home.
Back to Faulkner County.
To Victory Town.
Appreciate all you guys listening in tonight. Yeah, we've had such a good group of listeners. I mean, we've got big numbers every week. It's just been awesome.
33 seconds left in the football game. Greenbrier, really all they got to do is receive it and snap it one more. Actually, I think all they got to do is receive it because the clock will start. So this might be the very last play of the game. Greenbrier's, it was all Greenbrier early, and Harrison's battled back and cut the deficit, but 45-21 might be the final score, barring a big play. There's a kick that's going to be taken at the 36-yard line. That nearly worked out for Harrison to pick it up, but a nice play there from Miles Miller.
Yeah, good job by Miles. He slid, kind of did a baseball slide and scooped it up.
30 seconds to go. The clock's not rolling. I thought it would.
I think it doesn't. I think it stops on possession change.
Well, the only reason I say that is because on the earlier kickoff after the 45-14, Hewitt caught the ball and downed it immediately, and the clock continued to go. So maybe there's a mistake there, or maybe there's a mistake now.
I think the rules are different a little every week. So
that's your take on it.
My take on it. I think that rule is subjective.
Well, now the clock's already started, so I don't know.
So now we're not going to have to run it.
Yep, they don't have to. Well, they'll have to stamp it one more time. Victory formation.
No, we don't have to stop it. Oh, yeah, we do because of the play clock.
Yeah. Kane Griffin gets a snap. He'll take a knee, and that'll do it. Matt McJunkins.
Yes,
Greenbrier wins it 45-21 on the road against a really good Harrison team. And I'll be honest with you, if you're just joining us, if you came in the second half, it was a show. Greenbrier had this game in the books by halftime.
Yeah, it was just a beatdown. That's all there is to it. No disrespect, but the boys from Greenbrier just came and brought it tonight and punched them in the mouth early, and then they didn't. They were shell-shocked and just couldn't react.
Unbelievable night of football. We'll make the stats quick and whatever. Well, I'll give the scoring summary at least. We'll go over the big play of the game and the player of the game. We'll wrap it up and we'll get out of here. Have a good one. Have a good one watching this commercial, I should say.
I was like, did you just sign off?
I really want to go get that blizzard, man.
All right, let's roll these commercials.
Right.
Then we'll come back.
Stay with us, but also have a good one while you stay with us.
When you choose First Security, banking is just the beginning. Here, we take care of each other, making the community we all share even stronger. So people in Arkansas can build a life, buy a home, run a business, and more. Strength in numbers and neighbors. It's another way First Security helps Arkansas bank better. And it's why you should call on us today. First Security, bank better.
Insurance policies can be confusing. Oftentimes you settle for the minimum coverage required without considering what truly needs to be protected. At American Safeguard Insurance, our job is to make sure you understand exactly what you need. We'll help protect your assets and get you the best price so you have peace of mind when it matters most. Whether it's actively looking for savings or gaps in coverage, we forge personal relationships necessary to give you confidence that you're covered no matter what the situation. Don't wait for the worst-case scenario to find out if you're covered. Experience more coverage, more savings, and more service with American Safeguard Insurance.
What do you do when you have electrical problems? Need new electrical installation? Or need to add security and datacom to your home or office? I tell you what I do. I call Graham Brothers Electric Security and Datacom. A family-owned and ran business with over 70 years combined experience, specializing in residential, commercial, and industrial service. No matter the job, how big or small, just give them a call at 501-679-3393. Graham Brothers Electric Security and Datacom. They'll keep the lights on.
Hello, this is Freeman Collier with Collier Roofing, right here in Greenbrier, Arkansas. We are a master certified roofing company. We do shingle roofing, metal roofing, and seamless gutters. If there's a project you have coming up, please call us at 501-733-5163. Go Panthers!
Come into Steak and Shake for the original steak burger, steak burgers, and milkshakes. Yep, it's all right there in the name. Steak and Shake. Get them delivered.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank all of our sponsors for their continued support. First Security Bank, American Safeguard Insurance, Graham Brothers Electric Security and Datacom, Steak and Shake, Collier Roofing, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Bleacher Bling, John Simone Bank of England, Chef Lynn's, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Oxygen 8 Hyperbarics, and the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier.
And we're back here inside of Garrison Stadium in the wake of Greenbrier's 45-21 win. Matt, we're going to go over some quick stats real quickly, and then I'll get you take it away for the player of the game and the big play of the game before we wrap up the broadcast. Cooper Wilcox was 8 of 11 for 227 yards. He threw for 4 touchdowns. He also ran for 1. He had 6 carries for 72 yards, 5 total touchdowns. That's just an exclamation mark all by his name. He played out of his mind. The whole team really did. Thatcher Strack had 3 catches for 88 yards. He also had a 48-yard touchdown pass that started the scoring tonight. Carter McElhenney had 1 catch for 63 yards, and it was a big one. It was a touchdown pass, the second one of the night. Reed Nixon had 1 catch for 39 yards, and again, that was a big touchdown as well. That added to the score. And then Jacob Mathis had 3 catches for 37 yards. He had a touchdown reception as well, a 31-yard reception. And on the rushing side, we said Wilcox had 6 for 72. Nick Hewitt had 7 carries for 31 yards. Eli Weaver had 4 carries for 29. Matthew Garrett, 7 carries for 23 yards. Jackson Harp, 3 carries for 19 yards. Really, Greenbrier didn't run the ball a whole lot. It was a lot of damage through the air. And, Matt, that'll lead us into tonight's play of the game and the Harps and American Safeguard player of the game.
I tell you what, there's so many. When you have a game like tonight, there's so many people that can get an award. Both of these,
certainly.
really. But I don't think there's any way we can not give the American Safeguard Insurance, Harps Foods player of the game to Cooper Wilcox. I mean, he just played, in the half of football.
Yep.
Because I don't think he ran it one time in the second half. I think he headed off every play.
Right.
He threw 4 touchdowns, ran for 1. He was 8 for 11. That's efficiency. 220-something yards passing, 70 yards roughly running.
Yep.
Tonight's American Safeguard Insurance, Harps Food, player of the game goes to Cooper Wilcox. And go
Congrats,
get your steaks from Harps Foods. Now, on to our big play of the game.
This is tough.
Brought to you by Bleacher Bling. JB, you're right. I could sit here and write down 7 different players with plays tonight that were big plays.
Sure.
I think the biggest play, I hate to even say that, a play that made a huge impact on the game early in the game was the sack by Gabe Rowe on the 2-yard line.
Yep.
Forced them to punt from way back there. Gives us the short field. We go down and score again. So tonight, our Bleacher Bling player, or big play of the game, goes to Gabe Rowe.
Gabe Rowe. Congrats, Cooper Wilcox. Congrats, Gabe Rowe. And congrats to our Greenbrier Panthers. They improved to 6-0 on the year, Matt. 3-0 in conference play. Harrison drops to 4-2 overall, 1-2 in conference play. What a night for Greenbrier. It honestly, the score doesn't indicate it. Greenbrier was up 45-0 with
I
4.
I didn't update the score. Here we go.
45-0. Greenbrier was up with 4 seconds left in the first half. Harrison scored on the last play of the half. Obviously, the mercy rule is in effect. The second string guys are out, and the score ended 45-21. That's going to do it for us here in Harrison. Greenbrier wins it 45-21. Matt, next week, Greenbrier's at home against Pea Ridge.
I guess I'll be back to just being an announcer. I felt special tonight.
Well, you did a lot of stuff. You did great. 45-21, the final tonight. Greenbrier at home next week against Pea Ridge. We hope you're there for that broadcast. That's going to do it for us. For my partners, Matt McJunkins, Mike Bowen running the cameras, I'm JB Brazil.
You are JB Brazil.
Thanks so much for joining us. We will see you next week. So long.
Have a great weekend.